Ayo. Can you guys hear me all right? We're back, baby! Sorry for the window. I'm gonna try to keep myself positioned in that way. I have no idea. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna close my window. I just realized I could do that. I'm brilliant, as per usual.
Alright, this
That
is an
way?
anti-rogue talks hate about herself stream. That's why I'm here.
They can't hear you yet. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn you up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna turn you up now. Doodly doo, we have a guest.
That's fine. I'm just hello. Fellow
Hello!
hello fellow nerds.
We're all nerds here.
Should we all nerds here? I haven't been on a stream, I don't think, since the first one. Your
Yep.
first
Nope.
theory stream.
This is Dawn. They are a mod in
I am
they're
mod.
they're one of the mods in the theory server.
I
Or
am mod and
she's
I
one
am
of the
mom.
mods.
Two very similar very similar jobs.
Hey everybody.
So, yeah, I'm Dawn. If you see me on Tumblr, my handle is a septic mind, so that's me.
Yep.
Uh,
I
I
think you all
stream
know where
about
I am. Either who I
yeah.
am. I would hope so.
I hope so. I hope so. They're in the wrong stream if they don't know who you are. They're in the wrong place. Also, I do see a chaotic potato in the chat.
Yeah. They're gonna be a guest later.
Very cool. Very cool.
Let's see. I would like to present the two topics of conversation today.
Very nice.
Am I
Very
wrong?
nice. No, you're not wrong. Not wrong in the slightest. It's a very exciting day. Very exciting day for the Jacksepticeye community.
Or at least it was a couple
Because
of days ago
we
because of
have,
the comics.
yeah, we have not seen Marvin since when did Unis or not? When did
Did you say Unis Honest?
I was gonna say Unis Honest like a
It's
dumbass.
Argenta Minanis.
Yeah, Argentine. When did it come out? Like
Uh,
3 years ago?
I think it was 2020. I'm not sure. Let me check.
2020. Okay, so we haven't seen a Marvin sighting since 2020. And we
No,
haven't
actually
seen a
2 years.
canonical Jack Boy Man sighting since 2016.
Yep, the Argenta Bananas was Halloween 3 years ago.
Okay. 2020. 2020. Man, some of you baby theorists joining in 2020. I feel so old.
To think I felt like a baby when I joined in 2017.
That's what I joined. That's what I joined. I joined in 2017, and I was looking at people like Lou and Soph, and I was like, man, these people are so much better than I am. And Finn. And then I was looking at you, and I was going, man, she's so much better than I am.
Me?
Yes, you.
Bro, I didn't even
You were
start off theorizing with the septic egos.
yeah, but like when I started getting like really into the ego stuff, I would see your posts around, and then I'd be like, man, she's really good at theorizing.
Most of those
And then
2017 theories came from 4 a.m. late night thoughts.
yeah, no, most of them do. Most of them do. Um,
I was on pretty much unmedicated depression.
Cheese Chase says they were 8/9 back in 2017. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What are you baby? What are you actual infants doing on the internet? Get off the computer. Go play outside.
Oh god.
Actual infants.
I'm
Actual
10
infants
years
on the
older
internet
than
right
you.
now.
Over 10 years older than you.
Yes. And I'm getting married in 6 days. I'm 28. I am older than everyone in this chat. I'm probably. Unless Lou joins. If Lou joins, I'm not older. Yeah, I diagnosed you with baby. Thank you, QWERTY76.
Hey Finn.
Hey, there's Finn.
But yeah,
Thank you,
uh,
Galaxy Cake. I appreciate that.
uh getting married.
Yes, I am. I am getting
I'm
married
gonna
in
be
6
going to the
days.
wedding, so is Issa.
It's
It's a meeting
wild
of the
because
minds.
it is a meeting of the minds. It's wild because, like I said, like when I saw you on Tumblr, it was like this person is so much better at theorizing than I am, and now you're coming to my wedding.
I mean, would you come to mine if I were
That's
getting married?
I would definitely come to your wedding. You wouldn't have
Aw.
a choice. I would just show up. Would I'd find out and I would just be there.
God.
Yeah, it's crazy to think some of us are getting married. Yeah. I was in college when I had just graduated with my bachelor's degree when the anti stuff started. So, tells you how long I've been in the game.
I mean, I only came along like a year after you, so I'm not too young
Yeah,
in
no,
terms of theorist these days.
these days. And this was back when like No Strings Puppet was a big player in the theory game. Do you remember
Mhm.
her?
Yeah.
And then of course Soph and Lou, and then I saw Finn a lot
Finn,
when I was
Issa. Well, you and Issa kind of.
uh me and Issa met first,
Yeah.
before I met you.
Yeah.
And Issa and I only met because I made a dumb post on Tumblr and we started a Skype chat that blew up into a whole different thing.
Yep.
Yep.
And then there's
Yeah.
like what? Who else?
Smalley Boops.
Uh, did we say Traco already?
Archivist. Yeah, we said Treco. We said Lou.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, Archive full of YouTubers.
Oh yeah. I haven't I haven't seen them in a while. I hope they're doing good. Hope they're doing okay.
I've seen a couple of their posts. They're doing. I've seen they responded to Finn's a couple of Finn's posts recently. I think. But yeah, we're here to talk about Jackie Boy Man and Marvin the Magnificent, which is a day that I thought would never come.
Yep.
Honestly.
As a Marvin the Magnificent stand first and a human being second, I did get the bundle because I have no
it is
impulse
a
control.
it is a it is a big deal. I mean, it's a huge deal because um well, we will talk about all the stuff like because I want to talk about like the cover and like because
Oh,
there's a lot of
absolutely. I
stuff to
have I
look
have
at.
Bad Egg pulled up on
Yeah, we have
my
there's a
screen.
lot of stuff to look at in terms of these comics. Can I just say there's not a more perfect medium for Jackie than a comic book.
Too real. Too true.
Now Henrik's gonna have the least content. Don't hurt me that way, Chaotic Potato. Don't hurt me in this way.
I mean, JJ.
But yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. I think JJ actually probably has the least amount of content. um
Anywho,
Canon wise.
should we bop in with the first rotation? See where
We
vibes are?
should. Let's do it.
All
Let's do
right.
it.
Let's scoot over. Hello, hello.
Hello, friends.
How long have we not seen JBM? Since his first debut, if you're not counting South Park. Finn.
If you're not counting South Park, we have not seen a canon version of Jackie Boy Man since
Since it
2016.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Even then, I'm just like, is it canon? Is his introduction video canon?
So excited. Literally, I'm
Well, welcome
brimming.
to the game. Or was it welcome to the game?
Yep, it
Yeah.
was welcome to the game.
Welcome to the
Welcome
game counts as quote unquote canon in terms of introduction to the egos.
But other than that, we got nothing. Zero. Zip. Nada.
Yeah. It's been a what, 7 years? God.
Our baby's in second grade.
Don't say that.
He's learning how to multiply.
We've been struggling for a while. We've been struggling.
It's okay. I had a mental breakdown the other day when I realized that I've been in the game for almost 10 years. I'm like, bruh.
Oh my god. Literally, time flies. Time was broken.
I mean, sorry, I gotta stay on brand, but
it's
my
Kelly's
fault.
fault. It's Kelly's fault.
maybe. So let's have our other guests introduce themselves, starting from the top of the list. Besides Dawn.
Oh, hi, I'm Parker. People call me Sparks sometimes, so
Hello.
that is
Oh,
sorry,
wait.
hold on.
No, you're good. I just
Wait, I'm like, who's next on the list?
Oh, wait, no,
that
my
would
door
be
closed and my dog opened it, so
So, am I technically next then?
yes.
yeah.
Okay, hi, I'm Yamila, or my nickname is Mila, Mills, Millie. I don't know, I have a lot of nicknames apparently. I think I don't know my third time on stream, or fourth time. I don't know, I lost count. So thank you again for having me, Kelly.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
always an honor to be on.
No, I love holding
And
these.
if I sound dead, forgive if I sound dead, forgive me. I woke up literally like 13 minutes ago.
Oh
I
no,
feel
on
that.
all levels except physical, I've been asleep since like an hour ago. Or since before an hour ago. I mean,
Yeah, it's
It's
like
so like that's the reason I
yeah,
kind of pushed it a bit later because I was like, if I were to do it at 11, I would not have been awake, like at all. And it worked
yeah,
out
that's the
because
mood.
Don reached out and we put her on the stream.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was asleep about 2 hours ago. If Kelly had started at 11, I would not be here. So
I'm surprised that I'm awake. I'm very proud of myself. I set 5 alarms for this.
Me too.
All right, and then
last
last
guess.
but not least,
Hello, I'm Alex. I haven't been on since the first stream. Yeah, I haven't. No, it's been a long time. It's good to be back.
yeah, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
Um, let's see, where should we start?
I think we just ought to start with the fact that because I believe yeah, Chaotic Potato posted in chat. We've been pushing through the Marvin JDM drought and we made it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
One
Like
more
of all the
month.
things, of all the things to come out of the ego stuff. Like honestly, I didn't think it was ever going to get any bigger than Jack dicking around with like glitches in the camera
Sure.
and the fact that
Yeah.
a comic like a comic series about
It's
dumb
awesome.
his dumb superhero character that was never meant to be taken seriously. And a
It was
character
just
that did not start off as a character at all.
that we just made when we were just like, no, this is ours now.
Yeah, we we took that concept. We're like, no, this is ours now. I made this.
That I mean, we literally
Give me a second, guys.
Can't is that a word? Canon.
Oh,
Sorry.
got some technical difficulties.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Did it?
I was just saying that how we literally canonized Marvin and Jackie because those two originally weren't going to be part of the egos, but then
Mm-hmm.
we loved them so much. Sean literally just said like, you know what, fuck it,
Let's do it.
they're
He
canon.
saw all the art on Tumblr and Instagram and
We
Twitter, and he's like, nope, okay, I think I messed up, but this is a good mess
Uh,
up.
yeah,
It's a good message.
we have manifested a lot of things into existence.
We have, because I mean, Marvin and Jackie are quote unquote the oldest egos. They're the first two that were ever made, and they weren't even intentionally made.
I think that the only egos that I would say were intentionally made are Auntie and Jameson. Everyone else is just like not complete accident. Henrik and Chase have like a little bit more of like, okay, let's try this out. Let's see how the community reacts. But like Auntie and Jameson were definitely like,
Yeah. Well, Auntie was made for the express purpose because he'd see. I mean, Auntie's been around
yeah,
For a
since the
while.
dawn of time, honestly. And
Yeah.
he made, I mean, he was a fun
Yeah,
Halloween thing that he
Auntie
did.
is the yeah exactly.
He took it and made it his own thing,
Yeah.
which honestly, I don't even remember because there's a post out there floating in the Tumblr ether of the very first person who ever posted anti-Septiceye art on
Yeah.
Tumblr. Before that, it was a lot of dumb edits on YouTube of Jack being creepy.
Of like
Yeah,
Dark Septiceye.
it's the classic.
Yeah, the
It's a
dark
classic
eyes.
giving a YouTuber. It's a classic
Yeah.
giving a YouTuber evil side
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
shit. That
Yeah,
turned
Finn, you're
into
right. It wasn't even
It was
anti-Septiceye.
Dark
Then. It was
Septiceye.
Dark Septiceye because of Darkiplier, also around
My
the same
God.
time.
Pause
so
for
he wasn't even.
Get the-
pause for a second.
He wasn't.
Can you guys
Yep.
hear me without like feedback going on?
Yeah, I get.
Yeah,
No
it says
audio
there's no
issues?
audio
Yeah.
issues.
Okay, because I noticed it was coming through my mic and my audio, so I just wanted to be sure.
No.
So I had to fix my mic
Yeah.
quality. So we're good now. Sorry,
Yay!
continue.
No,
Crisis averted. But yeah, so in terms of like starting a story with Auntie and the Egos, Jameson and Auntie were probably the only two that were technically
Yeah.
officially made for it. And then
Actually,
Henrik came along later because he was like, I have this doctor character that I did a stupid operation
Well,
thing for.
well,
I
Henrik
remember
came
Sean
first, actually.
mentioning that
Well, yeah, I know Henrik came first. I'm just talking about in terms of like having Auntie interact with other Egos.
Sure, sure. But like, the thing with JJ is that for the longest time, Jack denied that he was an ego. He was like, no, he doesn't have a name, he's just a costume, he's just whatever. But then we just insisted, oh, hi, Soph. We insisted on claiming him.
Hi, so.
oh, hi,
That's
Soph's in chat.
literally just that's of the Egos. We looked at this. We looked at Jack in costume and was like, "That's a person now."
That's
I
ours
made-
now.
We
and
did a
we
King
are
of
going
Red
to cherish
Lions.
this person.
We were like I made this.
Okay.
Look
that
what
was
I
the-
have created!
So
I
I'm
was-
gonna
Somebody
do a
say my
complete
name.
pivot,
Yeah,
and
at least
I'm gonna tell you guys about a
Really?
superpower I have. I have
boy.
a scary accurate like sixth sense of like when I sense ego things are gonna come out. Like you guys don't know this, but like this was before my time in Rogan Theory Finn's theory.
Just
chat,
call it the theory
Discord.
server, we're good.
Yeah. The theory server. I was in a different server with a bunch of friends, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make a meme every single day until ego stuff comes out. And the day I started making memes, there was ego hints, and I'm like, what the heck? And then 2 days before the comics announced drops, I did the same thing. And I also was one of the first people to call that Chase was gonna like kill his kids and wife. So I'm gonna make a guess here.
Oh,
Jackie's
God.
dad either worked for Iris or Cybermass. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. That's my shot in the dark. And
Just
if
to
we also get
clarify-
Chase comics.
Just to clarify,
Let's back it up a little bit. Let's back it up a little
Cybermass
bit.
is
Okay.
the new organization that's in the somewhat incredible Jackie Boy Man.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
actually bring that up for people who haven't seen the
Yeah.
the synopsis has read it out. Kelly, do you have those?
I sure do.
The synopses.
Let me
Synopses?
let me see about pulling up the synopses. Gonna pull this up. Okay. Well, let me get the actual like article synopses for a second.
You know, take a bite of my burrito while we're
Sorry.
taking a break. No, you're fine. I'm just trying not to like chew into my microphone.
The
Okay.
recordings on Tumblr has them like right up there on their blog.
Do we-
Can I have some?
Yes, Finn, it's a very good burrito.
Yeah.
Do we
Mail it to me. Okay.
want the shortened version, the long version, both?
Let's start with because we mentioned the company. Let's start with Jackie,
Yeah.
so we get some background into that.
'Kay.
All the version. Well, yeah, we'll do all the version. But
Okay, let's see. That's Oh, this is the wrong thing, I think. 'Cause I'm a fool. Do. I don't care about Spider-Man. I'm getting ads,
How
sorry.
could you say that? He's like one of the best heroes.
That's blasphemy.
Excuse me. Don't diss on my husband like that.
I was talking about the video game.
No,
I
I-
don't own it.
Like, don't
me
you dare
see.
diss on my husband like that, Tart.
Don't you dare diss
See.
my other special interests.
What was
like that.
what was the blog B recordings?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
The recordings is like one of the best fanfic writers.
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
community on Tumblr. Just
Mhm.
oh my god, so great.
Please take a moment to look at Septic Doctor. over here. I would also.
Okay, here we go. I have the synopses.
Okay.
Perfect.
Should we start with Jackie's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let me make sure my face cam is going. Okay. I lost it. Go back. I want it. I clicked out of it and I was a fool.
I was a fool.
There we go. There we go. Okay. The Somewhat Incredible Jackie Boy Man, written by James Asmus, featuring prologue story art by Connie Didone. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that. And main series art by Megan Huang. The series follows Jackie, a 20-something man living in a big city working at a ton of odd jobs in the gig economy. He never has time to do anything cool or meet anyone his age because he works so much to afford his terrible apartment. Relatable. Although he strives to be a better person than his late father, who died when he was young, Jackie struggles to make deep connections as he constantly avoids deep conversations and often uses comedy as a defense or deflection tactic. But when he encounters a collapsed building, burning cars, and robots during a delivery gig, he quickly jumps to conclusions and then jumps into the fray. He manages to dismantle the robots, put out the fire by opening a nearby hydrant, and haul away its debris to save a dummy. As it turns out, Jackie has interfered in a controlled demonstration that cost the company's cybermasks a lot of money. His quick action makes investors and media question the constitution of the company's bots. While everyone around him starts arguing, Jackie slips away to finish his delivery, hoping to stay out of it.
And we
Good
know
job,
that that's
That's my
not gonna happen.
That's my son.
That's honestly the best like way to start an
Pride is
origin
not the
story for
word I'm looking
Jackie,
for.
It really is.
because like
Alex.
of all the characters
Yeah.
who just like stumble into the plot, it would be Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It'd
Yeah,
be Jackie and it would be Chase.
That is definitely Jackie's character. So the
What are we looking? What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone cut out for a second. I didn't hear anything.
oh
We
I
were
was just
talking about
saying
how
that
it's like it's very it feels very like canonized to like the
to
fandom
Jackie's
version of
character.
Jackie, of him
Oh,
just
yeah.
like stumbling into the plot
Mhm.
and being like, well, I've done all I can do. I'm trying not to get involved in this shit. Bye.
Yeah,
So,
it was
he
like
put up a peace sign and he
in terms of like egos that would stumble into the plot, it would be Jackie first and foremost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is that I heard someone mention Chase.
Yep. Mhm.
Not so much that
Chase-
he
Chase-
stumbled into the plot chose him.
Yeah, the plot was
Yeah.
just like this one.
yeah,
This one's
Chase was-
mine.
he did not stumble into the plot. The plot showed up and like knocked him out over the back of the head and then drug him into the plot.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
against his will.
well, yeah,
He's part of the plot against his will.
Yeah, he's part of
Yeah,
the plot
Chop-
against his will.
One of my
Chase
favorite
literally
jokes to
lost his-
make. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I go?
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, go ahead, go
One
ahead.
of my favorite jokes to make is we all know that you torture your OCs because you love them. And so far, by that rule of thumb, Chase must be Jack's favorite because
Chase must
he's
be
put
John's
that man
Yeah, I
through
was about to say
hell.
Chase must be Jack's favorite character. Well, I
The
mean,
plot
I
is
don't know. We
currently
don't know.
sleeping on his
We don't
couch.
know. Wait, we don't know how much the other egos went through. So who
Dude
knows? Maybe
killed his
Marvin.
wife and child while
Yeah,
possessed.
let's be
that's hard
honest.
to top, man.
Let's
I
be
mean,
honest.
wanted them to be a lab experiment. Marvin was. I don't know, man. It could get worse for both of them. This is
It
fucking.
could, but like it's one of those things where it's like, ooh.
It's
Yeah.
the
Like-
opposite. It's just the opposite with
Jameson is
Henrik.
also being. Yeah, I was about to say Henrik was literally kidnapped for 9 months and went through God knows
Yeah.
what, and Jake is also a mind-controlled puppet against his will. That's not bad. That's not competing for losing your wife and kid.
I mean, it
I
would
mean-
be. But
At least
It
Chase
would.
had a family. Oh, and then Henrik also
but
lost his
I
family
would say,
too.
I would say it would be bad. It would be up there as like awful. But
Yes, that is.
Chase killed his wife and child. He was the one that killed them, and in like a
Yeah.
horrible way. It was a slow, painful death from the looks of it.
Yeah, at least from what we know, because Auntie doesn't like to make things quick. He likes to.
Exactly. The plot
The
needs
plot-
therapy.
He's a,
I get
Have you
it. I
guys
he's a
agree. I
sadist.
agree.
have you guys
He's a
seen those
sadist.
memes?
Anyway, we're not here
Sorry.
to compare the traumas of the egos.
No.
So
I was gonna say, have you guys seen those memes where it's like, oh, oh, doomed by the narrative. Seriously, have some
Yeah.
fun with it. Like, there's another one that I saw. It's like, not if I doom the narrative first, and that's
Yeah.
Marvin
that's
energy.
Henrik. No, that's Henrik. Henrik doomed his own
That's
character.
Henrik. That's Henrik.
I feel like
Poor Chase.
like Chase
on the
got
other
drug
hand.
into the plot. Chase got drug into the plot. Henrik is over there dragging the plot to him.
Oh yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
literally. Bring
No,
it to
Marvin just
me!
chose to enter it of his own accord.
Yeah.
Marvin's
Chase
like,
is like, I don't want to be here.
I'm queer. Everybody love me. And you know what?
He's just
I appreciate that.
Chase is just Chase is like Chase was literally minding about his own business. So all of a sudden he got massively and brutally beaten by the plot and wakes up in Iris and he's like, how did I get here? What did
Well,
I
do you have
do?
90
Yeah,
minutes,
I
Chase?
want for that.
Oh my god.
But
Everybody.
Seinfeld
Immediately,
music.
do you have 90 minutes?
Do you have 90 minutes? We're gonna need
Do
more
you
than
have
90. We're gonna need more than 90 minutes to. I feel like we need like a video of like the Jacksepticeye
Iceberg.
cinematic universe and an iceberg.
I can make that. I made a PowerPoint. It's almost 100 slides long. It was 100 slides long, but then I cut back on it for just a bit.
I'm gonna need 48 pages.
That is the
Tired,
length of
tired,
the
tired
that is the
I'm
length
gonna
of the
need a whole
comic book.
Bible. I'm gonna need a whole Bible. Are you kidding me?
So let's
Like,
talk about. So Jackie, it says in the synopsis, he's 20 something. He has a shitty apartment. He
mhm.
has several jobs. Very much taken into inspiration of like the Spider-Man situation where he's just a dude who's trying to live his life and he gets drug into this situation where okay, he's going to do something about it cuz he's a good person, but then like he realizes he fucked up and is like, "All right, I'm just going to leave," which I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong because in my head Jackie has always had aspects of Spider-Man in like Deadpool
Oh, absolutely.
where he's like,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
he's got his he's quippy and he's has a good time, but he's also like, okay, what the fuck? What the fuck, guys?
Yeah, no,
He's just
definitely.
I
Yeah,
he's just here.
yeah.
he's just here
So
for a good time. But like,
depending on like there's so many Spider-Man comics, but like in a vast majority of the Spider-Man comics, he does not want to be Spider-Man. He does not want to be a hero, but because of with great power comes great responsibility, he's kind of forced into being a superhero, like if
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Yep.
And he learns over time to enjoy it. But there are so many comics where he's just like, nope, I'm done being Spider-Man. This is too much. I can't do it.
it's
And
a
I'm
very
like,
there's a
I-
very famous comic about it, like that was
Yeah.
referenced in the second Spider-Man movie
yeah.
back in the early 2000s. There's very famous. So Finn has a question: how do you get his powers? Now, I have a theory about this.
Go.
Let me pull up a picture.
Pull up the picture, Kel, because I think Kel knows what I'm about to say. So
Where
there's
are
a
you?
picture, a shared piece of art in the new. I think Moonscribs is correct. It was in the newsletter. Jackie is wearing this kind of like chest harness thing, and like it looks like it's got like several buttons on it. So I'm thinking the Cybermass or whoever the company is probably going to approach Jackie about being part of presentations, and they're going to give him this harness that gives him like or like you see him up on buildings and or he's doing parkour or whatever. So he's probably already pretty athletically inclined, but the harness may like increase those attributes. So I'm thinking that's probably how he gets his powers is through this technical harness thing that he's wearing in that picture. Not so much as like he's got magical superpowers, but like
Yeah.
he's just an enhanced human being. But then like of course with a name like Cybermass and the fact that they're doing a demonstration with robots, you know this company is going immediately evil like from the first
Oh,
page.
absolutely.
No, literally.
And like I feel like mentioning his recently deceased dad being a dick, that's definitely gonna be a plot point.
Like I said, my shot in the dark. He either worked for Iris or he worked for Cybermask. That is my shot in the dark.
Exactly. So I feel like, to answer your question, Finn, he's gonna get this harness thing from Cybermask that's gonna give him powers, or at least enhanced abilities.
Wasn't there also like on the, I don't know if this was part of the same newsletter picture, but there was also someone who's like touching like an electric orb thing, and it was like the whole skeleton thing.
This thing?
Right.
Like,
yeah, Moonscript.
what do you guys think about that? Yeah, this one. Thank you.
Yep, that's the picture. There it is. So like you're wondering,
like, who's this?
Because I see like a forest.
Yeah.
Like the Bigfoot's over there in the corner for some reason.
Let me scroll. Like over here? Yeah.
As someone who's a part of the Pacific Northwest, it's that's just like, it's one of those things where I'm like, why is our mascot here? What? I'm not mad about it, but like, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, looking at the hardest thing that's on his chest, that's definitely going to be how he gets his abilities.
Yeah,
most definitely. At least from what we can tell from now, because I mean, anything could happen at this point. It's Sean. He likes to be unpredictable.
Do it, Cheese Chase.
Yeah,
Sorry, go.
He likes to be unpredictable. I feel like Jackie's gonna be a superhero. He's gonna take, things from superheroes that have been out. And let's be honest, I have seen a lot of things. I mean, Soph's art has taken inspiration from Spider-Man and Deadpool in the past, and then Mythicality, when they do their cosplays, has also taken from Deadpool and Spider-Man in the past. So I feel like I am very excited to see the Jackie be just Jackie, because we've seen Jackie Boy Man, but I want to see Jackie.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't know
who
Jackie is.
I think that's like the best part about superheroes is when you see the more human side of them. Like, one of the reasons I'm such a sucker for Hawkeye is because of the family dynamic. I love that he's a dad, but he's also a superhero, and I just I adore that, and I so hope that we get that with Marvin, where it's just like we've already seen the red, but I'm just like, oh, I really hope that he has friends and we can see that like Marvin side of him.
Another hero that I kind of want to compare Jackie to is DC Captain Marvel / Shazam.
Yes.
Of being like,
here's the Marvin one.
His family dynamic. Yep, there's the Marvin one. Looking very cool. But I do want to see them as just them, not just, Marvin the Magnificent and Jackie Boy Man. I want to see Jackie and Marvin, because those are the people that I have been super interested in ever since their characters came out. Because we know Henrik's deal, we know Chase's deal very intimately, and so like I want to see what they are, like who they are. Like there's Jackie doing parkour. Okay, so the expanded one is Jackie touching the electro ball thing. So I don't know, maybe he gets electrocuted and
maybe it's like the Spider-Man No Way Home, where it's just a disc to absorb all of his electricity, so he doesn't, shock himself all the time.
It's these boys' time to shine.
It really is. By the way, can we talk about how Jackboy Man has green hair?
Yes,
as he should.
I don't have to cut or change my hair color for my cosplay. I'm so happy.
I am so glad that the green hair has become a thing, because Marvin also has green hair. He's got brown hair and like this is a past picture of him, but like his current picture, he's got green hair.
He has
It looks like his hair turns green whenever he's using his powers. Because there's a comic page when he's not using his powers and his hair is brown.
Oh yeah, see,
and
there it is.
in one of the Void Silver covers, when he's holding like his mask like between his hands, his hair is turning from brown to green. You can see it fading.
I
so
like that.
It's a power
and it makes me
thing.
so happy.
I like that. I like the long-haired Marvin has become official.
If anyone here knows me, you know that for the longest time I have not cared about lore. I have not cared about anything. I'm just like, push that all aside, and I'm just like, what is Marvin's canon hair length? I have had actual I've had dreams about where I ask Sean what is his canon hair length, and he's like, that's your question. I'm like, yes, this is my question. Give me hair length.
Well, you know where that came from, right?
Yeah,
The
I
long-
do.
the original
Someone
long-haired
asked
Marvin.
at
Someone
like a
asked
panel
him,
or something like, is
"What are the
long-haired
Eagles?"
Marvin gonna thrive? And he's like,
No,
yeah.
no, I'm talking about the original long-haired Marvin because I believe it
Oh
was a
no,
panel.
I don't.
It
A
was a
panel, and someone asked him a question like, "What do the egos want the most?" or something like that. And
for
Jackie said that Marvin wanted a haircut. that's it. That's all that came from that. And then people started drawing him with long hair, and it kind of blew
well,
up after
I
that.
think people just started drawing him with long hair after Mayhem, I think, or
Possibly.
around
It
that
was
time,
probably Mayhem.
where it was like where he had longer hair and then like the mask was like brought up or something. It was just like a headcanon that someone had.
Yeah.
But then everybody started drawing Marvin with long hair. So, and the whole reason that the long hair Marvin question panel thing came to be was that because or that was because I can't talk today.
It's all good. It's all good.
That was because people had been drawing him with long hair.
So he was like, Marvin wants a haircut. And then
It
that
just-
just exploded.
Yep.
It
Even
just
more
makes
from
me
that.
so happy.
Side note from
I
that
love how
same
that's what-
panel.
I love how that's what got me excited. Sorry, didn't mean to
You're good.
interrupt.
You're good. Just side note from that same panel. He also said that JJ wants some color in his life and a voice,
Aww.
which is what supports my
Aw.
That's
headcanon
so
that he's
depressing.
colorblind.
I still am really appreciative that JJ is canonically nonverbal. Like I just
Mhm.
I love how to explain this? It's nice to see like he's canonly uses BSL, he is canonly disabled. I really appreciate that. Cause like we can headcanon all day long, like, oh, Chase is idiot.
Everyone cut out again.
Sean say, no, character. Oh no. But to see JJ be like, no, he is canonically nonverbal, he uses sign language. Like
Yeah,
that
because
makes my
that was
heart
just at
so
first in
happy.
his first video that was just like headcanon. But the fact that he actually
Yeah.
signed "Help Me" in BSL in his Jolly Jaunts video, that confirmed it,
It makes me so happy.
right? We love an
It is,
inclusive
it is
boy.
a real. It is, yeah, exactly. I was about to say that.
Love an inclusive boy. We do love ourselves an inclusive boy.
Yes, we.
And let's
Oh.
let's bring up the synopsis for Void Silver because it's also super interesting.
It
Hell
really
yeah.
is.
Let me
I'm so excited for that
do
one.
this.
Me too.
Um,
Marvin and
I
Auntie are my two. I think Marvin and Auntie are two of the Eagles I'm most interested in, and I'm so excited to see more of Marvin.
Marvin is my favorite. I'm not gonna be shy about it. Um,
Which is really funny because aesthetically you match up more with Jameson.
yeah, yeah, I understand the irony. JJ was my favorite first, and then I switched.
I've always been a diehard Marvin fan. He's
Oh
he
yeah,
is
you
just
have.
he's just ginger.
Anyone,
Okay.
It is very gender.
that's another thing I love is how people took Jack wearing a dumb cape and mask and just turned Marvin into this absolute fashion icon.
I'm wearing my cloak
Hilarious.
cloak today
I'm so
because of
happy
him.
that Marvin's turquoise is lad. I'm so happy. We have a Marvin advocate.
So the way you draw Marvin is honestly one of my favorite depictions of
No,
Marvin.
it really is. Like I use Destructive's fishes and turquoise magpie as like huge inspiration for like my cosplay for Marvin. My god. I buy a
Fish
turtleneck
also has a
just
really
because
great
of
depiction of Marvin.
Fish's depiction.
Okay, are we ready for the
Fish
Void
has a really
Silver
Yes.
synopsis? Okay.
Yeah.
Void Silver, written by Alejandro Arbona and illustrated by Susie Blake, explores a version of a contemporary London in which magic is real and only certain people are trained in how to use it. As such, magic users cultivate celebrity and status, operating across government, STEM, and even entertainment. They are overseen by the imperious Magic Circle, which decides who can learn magic, when, and how. Marvin, an eldritch magician, is kicked out of the magic circle for his reckless path towards self-discovery. In Void Silver, he continues to defy the circle's limitations, even as he's sucked into a murder mystery and must get along with the higher-ups to find out what happened. This prologue comic will set up the greater Alterverse and establish Marvin's world.
Gee, I'm so
I'm
excited for that.
so excited.
That's
but-
another
Me
thing,
too.
right? So it's called Alterverse, and I'm wondering because Jackie sounds like he's coming from a very realistic
Yeah.
world in terms of like becoming a superhero, you know? Like there's no mention of magic, there's no mention of anything. He's got a company that's making robots, which is fairly commonplace when it comes to superhero fare. But then you have Marvin who's coming from a place where magic is very real and it's very integrated into society. So I'm wondering if this is going to be like a Spider-Verse situation where they are coming from two very different universes and eventually they merge.
I think an article mentioned it being a multiverse.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember which one.
I think that
But-
was also Matt Pat's theory, wasn't it? Like where
Yeah.
he theorized that the superheroes are from different universes.
Mm-hmm.
That could probably explain why they all look alike.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
once again,
Yeah,
this is going to be me taking a
I
shot in the dark.
really-
I think that this murder mystery is either going to have JJ be the murderer, because Sean has said that he has killed in the past. So
Well, it's
I'm
just
gonna
been
take a shot in the
implied,
dark.
more like.
London. Yeah,
Jack
yeah,
the
it's been
Ripper.
implied, but he's definitely British. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna say either JJ's the murderer, or this is going to be Chase's family, which someone in chat already mentioned. But those are my shots in the dark.
Let's see
Both
here.
are very good shots, let's be honest. I mean,
Thank you.
to me, Jameson and Marvin have always had kind of the same vibe in terms of
Right?
like being
Mhm.
magical, you know? Like they've got some underlying magical tone to them. So
Mhm.
it's very possible that Jameson is involved in this murder mystery. He may not necessarily have done the murder, you know,
Yeah.
willingly, but
But yeah, and the main reason I say this is because why would the magic circle be like so involved in a murder if it wasn't committed by a magical person or didn't have magic
Right.
involved in it, which
Right.
leads me to believe it's Jameson under Auntie's control. But that's my shot in the dark. And I know I've taken a lot of shots in the dark and I've like said that phrase to death. But that is, if I was writing the story, that's where in the direction I'd go.
the thing with me is, right, so and Soph has made a comic story talking about how Marvin is responsible for, I guess,
Yeah.
summoning Auntie
Oh yeah, I
in his
remember
quest
that.
to get
It was
power,
so
right?
good.
And the synopsis mentioned he's expelled for his reckless, you know, ways of trying to get power. So it very well could be Marvin summons Auntie, he gets kicked out of the circle, Auntie possesses Jameson and commits a murder.
Yeah.
And we don't find out about that till like, you know, halfway through the story where it's like flashbacks and that sort of thing where it's like we don't know quite why Marvin was expelled from the circle. It's just like you did something really shitty that you weren't
Mhm.
supposed to do.
I
And
mean,
then later
on a
on down
path
the
to
line,
self-discovery.
yeah, and later
And
on
like,
down the line, it's like you summoned a motherfucking demon, you moron. Why did you do that?
He's like, because I wanted power, bitch. Leave me alone.
so
Also,
sorry.
can we like quickly touch on the fact that Marvin's story is just already so queer coded? You got kicked out for self-discovery. That's a queer coded thing. That's so queer coded.
That's
Can
funny.
I
What were you gonna say, Cal?
I was gonna say, like, because of like the scale of these stories and like the way that they're being told, like, I can totally understand why they would choose a comic book medium for it. Because, like, imagine trying to do videos of, like, oh, magic is real, let's have a murder mystery.
Oh god, you'd need such a big budget.
You would need a
Like,
very
that
big
would be
budget
insane.
just to
That'd be like
record
a
the
movie.
madness.
Like,
So for now, comic book medium is a good way to start off with these two characters, and then
Of
slowly.
of the characters of all the Jackie
make the
are
most sense.
the best ones to have in comic book form.
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
they're so inherently tied to like otherworldly stuff.
Mhm.
It's very hard to do, with I mean, let's be honest, the Iris project was fantastic, but that
Oh, it was
took
amazing.
Yes.
very long time, and that didn't even I don't even think that required a lot of like, special effects. That was a lot of practical stuff that they did.
I
But
mean,
it's
It-
hard
the
to do
editing, but
practical effects everything.
Yeah.
No, I think the only thing that wasn't really practical was obviously the effects on Auntie. But then again, so it's literally just like 99% of it was, practical. And then that one little percent was used for Auntie.
Yeah. But I also do
That was
think that
pretty much
like
it.
Chase's story and like Henrik's story would be really good in comic form. Like this is my inner comic nerd coming out. It would be so amazing to see like Chase's like story like told like there are no words, there's no dialogue. It's just pictures of like him and Stacy meeting and them falling in love and having kids and having a family.
You want the opening to Up. That's
Yeah.
what you want.
And like the very end is like Chase like either in that red hallway or the divorce papers getting filed, or my personal favorite ending of like this scenario I've imagined is Chase grabbing a rope and like walking towards the room where Stacy's in.
That's freaky.
Because once
But yes,
again,
That is it.
realistic match in a video setting does sound very time consuming and
yeah,
expensive.
but just like that once again, if I was writing these stories, that's how I would do it.
You know
And
what I think
also,
would be a
someone in
great
chat wants to bring something up.
what's
And I'm
up,
so
Cheese
sorry, Dawn,
Chase?
that I've interrupted you like 20 times this stream. I'm so sorry.
What's up, Cheese Chase?
yes, cheese.
Dawn, I am so sorry that I've interrupted you like 30
You're
times
fine.
during
You're
the
on a
stream.
roll, man. You're on a roll. I get it. You're
Thank
excited.
you.
Ooh,
It's
good
special
point.
interest time. I get to talk about my special interest.
Each
Ego has
ego.
a different art style. Ooh.
Oh, that's so true.
That could be very cool. You know what I think would be a great medium for Henrik in particular?
What?
Like a podcast, like an audio diary.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
that
God.
totally. Like Jack has
Can you
said that he wanted to make
imagine?
a narrative podcast in this world. I
Can you
definitely think that
imagine?
like Henrik.
That would be like
I
that
feel
would be
like
terrifying, actually.
it would be very much like the what is it that Issa loves to watch? The archivist
Magnus Archives?
Magnus Archives. Thank you. Be very much like that. It's like Henrik talking about all the shit that's going down and like Iris and everything. I feel like Henrik would be a perfect character for that.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I could definitely see him as the type of like character that has like the tape recorder next to him,
Yep.
sideways, be like day 300, experiment
Yeah.
number
You
5.
walk into his office
Time.
and like a video game, you walk into Henrik's office and there's a tape recorder lying on the desk.
This is just
I wanna hear him. I wanna hear him angrily cussing in German in one of those tape recordings because something went wrong.
It's
I
just
was
a
gonna
solid 5 minutes of testing.
I was gonna say this is just a
Like-
mix of stories untold and Undertale.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
I
Gaster?
also
Anybody?
think oh yeah, absolutely. I also really think a great medium for Henrik. I don't want to say a medium, but just like at the end of the comic books is just like a page of just scribbles of like Henrik's notes and stuff like that is like a nod to him, and like I think that would be so cool.
Honestly, I feel like, and this is probably never gonna happen, but me as a personal person who has this headcanon that Henrik and Jackie are close friends because Jackie is character Jack. But I want Henrik to be Jackie's like person, like his man in the chair, quote unquote, in terms of like he knows Jackie's identity, but he's like, I have to deal with the fact that I've got this superhero idiot that I have to keep alive now.
Marvin's like, welcome to my world, dude. Now we
I'm
both
also
tasked with keeping alive.
I'm also really excited to see where Iris takes place in this comic book universe
Because
since we saw
it
their
does.
name in one of the panels.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Yes. Yeah, anything involving the 9 months would definitely kill me. Like I would physically die.
Yeah, because we still don't technically know what happened in those 9 months. We just know something bad happened, but we don't know what happened.
Yeah, switch over to my thing. It's way over here. It's hard to see, but it's way over in this corner with the purple corner. It says Iris on it.
So there's
Me
definitely, I
get
mean,
a zoom.
that's look at that. That's fucking Auntie, right? Like that's
That has to be Auntie. Come on.
Like
that is
this
some
this over here
that's
on the door.
yeah.
Looks like
I'm talking about the dude escaping from the
the
science tube.
the frickin' septic tank over here.
Yeah, the freaking septic tank of death. Like that is some oh no, we have a security breach bullshit. And he's definitely murdering
Hold on.
at least one person. Same
Oh
blonde dude,
yeah.
it looks like. Maybe the blonde dude is the guy who died. Oh yeah, it is. It looks like he was killed.
Also, can we talk about the purple corner being the potentially summon of Auntie, and then him showing up in Jackie's universe too? Over there.
Possibly. I want to say with the way that the hair looks, I think that's still Jackie. Maybe he gets like electrocution powers or something. But it could be a possibility that Auntie pops up like at the end of the somewhat incredible Jackie Boy Man and has escaped into
Could be fun.
Jackie's world. Could be fun.
Well, no, I mean it.
I'm always a sucker for like parallel stories where like the superhero and supervillain have like the same power set. So like having like Jackie and Auntie like have like the electricity in common, that'd be so cool.
I've seen a lot of people headcanon that Jackie has electricity powers.
Yeah,
I
I could only
he has some things.
I've always headcanon that he has a sonic scream.
Ooh.
Me too. Me
too.
Screams at people and he'd like it's like the whale from Danny Phantom.
It would be very fitting.
I was literally about to say. Same brain. Same brain.
Every color of the rainbow. Well, you know, I mean, the RGB color spectrum eventually hits every color.
It really said I tasted the rainbow.
I am the rainbow.
I am the rainbow.
Be the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Why can't I see
Taste
Jackie
the rainbow,
saying that
bitch.
line as using a sonic scream?
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker. He just punches him.
Yeah.
I can also see like if Auntie were to have electricity, if they were both to have electricity powers, I could see both of them like having fucking like mine is better. No, mine is better. No, mine is better.
You're gonna have a beam war, just shooting electricity. It's gonna be like the any superhero or magic related media where two characters have like electricity or like light powers. They're always like shooting beams at each other, and like it does an explosion, you know. I would also I've noticed because we've always seen Jackie like doing like the parkour stuff, so I'm hoping that he doesn't fly. He just parkours everywhere.
Oh, I hope so too.
That would be kind of fun.
I want to see him face palm into a wall at some point because he fucking jumped up.
Absolutely.
Once
like, all right, I'm gonna try to jump over this building, and he just.
It would be hard to act out in a video.
Yeah, once again, very hard.
Without physical injury.
If and when. Oh, sorry.
Huh?
If and when Jackie and Marvin interact, I hope that they have Marvin and Jackie have the he's an idiot, but he's my idiot.
idiot.
See, I want that eventually.
I need them.
I don't need it right away, but I want it eventually. Like,
yeah, me too. I want them
he's like,
to do it. I want him
with
to
the power of friendship and my also being here. And then Marvin's just like, no, it was me. Shut up. Like,
it was not.
I feel like they start off like, in terms of like, because they're both going to be very sarcastic people Marvin's probably a little bit full of himself.
Oh, absolutely.
A little.
And
A little full of
just a little
himself. Who
bit.
are we kidding? A little.
He calls himself
Just a little bit.
magnificent. Of course he's full of himself.
But like,
Literally.
they're
Yeah.
absolutely gonna hate each other's guts when they meet. And I say when they meet, not if they meet.
I just need
I'm saying.
I just
I
need
think.
them
I
together
think
in my life.
I think, in my opinion, I think if they're kind of like getting stuff from our version of Jackie, I feel like Jackie would try to be friends with Marvin,
Oh,
and then
definitely.
Marvin would just be pushing him away every single like step of the way. Jackie's like, "Bring it in, dude. We did a good job." Marvin's like, "What are you doing? I'm trying to give you a hug." Oh,
A
for
hug.
attacking me.
It's called a hug.
I thought you were attacking me.
I,
That's how
I
I see them
want to
both.
say I agree, but with Jackie's, like, what would be so funny is if they flipped the character dynamic on us, because Jackie seems to be the one to, like, in the bio anyway, to be like, haha, no, arms distance, arms distance. I think it'd be hilarious if Marvin was the one who's like, bring it in, man.
Muffin Cat
That'd
has
be
a good
fucking
point.
hilarious.
The Magnificent versus somewhat incredible.
So
He
we know
is
that
very
Jackie's
incredible to
humble.
me.
We know that Jackie's kind of humble.
Not so much humble, I think, as like he
Maybe
probably
like
doesn't have the best
self-deprecating.
idea of himself.
Yeah.
Probably views
Yeah,
himself as an idiot.
Exactly,
It's true.
exactly.
And he doesn't know how to build deep connections.
Mhm. Finn's
'Cause
right.
He probably
Exactly.
he probably
And Marvin's gonna change that. Marvin's gonna change that.
They're gonna be such good friends.
God, I
Oh
remember.
my god.
Oh my God, I remember back in
I
the
love
day
how
on
we already
Tumblr. People used to ship them, and they called it Marvel-Septiceye.
They still do
I
ship
don't-
them, and they still do call it Marvel
it's still
Septiceye.
called Marvel Septic. I don't ship
Yeah,
them.
I don't
I
know
think
about that one.
it's a real friendship. I think if they
Mhm.
pull it
Yeah.
off correctly. Feel free to ship whoever you want, though. Does not affect
Yeah.
me in the slightest. But
Yeah.
I loved seeing them have that kind of like brotherly connection with each other, of them being like these powered up beings
Mhm.
who then have to, deal with this bullshit.
They're forced to work together.
They're forced to work together. A really great angsty moment would be Jackie finding out that Marvin is probably partially responsible for the shit they're having to deal with.
I love
You
that.
did what? Just you can see a scene of that, just like, you did what?
Classic scene, right? They're face off against Auntie, and Auntie's like, "Oh, did you not tell him about how I got here?" And Jackie's like, "The fuck is he talking about, Marvin? The fuck is
Marvin's
he
gonna
talking
be
about?"
like, Jackie, do you have 90 minutes? I need that long of a time to explain.
He's like, Jackie, we don't
May I
have time to
suggest,
explain.
instead of Jackie finding out and being like, what the fuck, Marvin, Chase finds out and is like, oh,
What the fuck?
it's fucking personal now.
Hey, Leo
It's
Bashi,
personal,
I've
yes.
seen you
For
around.
Jackie,
Sorry.
I need Chase to fucking deck somebody.
he deserves to deck
Same.
somebody.
Same.
That man has anger issues and he just needs to just deck whoever created Auntie.
Like whoever created this.
Oh, it's a joke.
I feel like it would make more sense if they had that liar revealed thing with Marvin and Chase, because for Chase it's a lot more personal than it would be for Jackie.
Fair
At
enough.
least for what we see for right now. Who knows? Maybe Auntie was responsible for why his dad died. We don't know that for sure.
Finn
We don't know that for
says,
sure.
alternate timeline, Marvin's investigating Jackie's father's death.
Oh, I literally just said that too. Dude, Finn, same brain, same brain.
That's a possibility as well.
That's using your big brain.
It is definitely.
Oh yeah,
That is
it's big
definitely.
brain time.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of
Big
stuff
brain.
that could happen. There's a lot of stuff that could happen because I mean, like we're already making up so many theories and stuff, and we're only getting this off of like a few covers. That's
Mhm.
insane. I'm like,
Covers it
I'm
like a
very
really
proud.
good description.
We do. We really do.
The community has made theories off of okay.
We've
There
made a
was
whole
one
ego off of
theory
one
I remember.
thumbnail. Is everybody forgetting
There
about
was
Robbie?
one theory that was based around in colors.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, I helped make that theory, but I was just like, we eat scraps, we eat crumbs and turn them into a Thanksgiving feast.
It's true.
No,
Yeah, it's
when
like
these comics come out, we're gonna be eating good.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, we are.
I am
Oh
so
yeah,
ready.
most definitely.
Like, I have craved community like revival since, you know, freaking Iris Project came out. Because when Iris Project came out, that shit was good. I was having a good time.
Oh,
Me
absolutely.
too.
But this is
I-
what's going
eating
to
for weeks.
elevate even further beyond that. Because this is egos we
Oh,
have not seen in literal years.
I know that
also sorry, go ahead.
I know that there's I've talked to a few artists like that got kind of chased off of Tumblr. And they're like, I might go back to Tumblr and I might go back to this community just for the comics. And I'm like, yes! We get to see your art again!
I see art all the time. I follow Traco and Soph. So
We got art
I gotta,
right now.
I gotta start drawing again, so that way I could be able to draw these guys in comic form. But also, real quick. Another thing just popped up in my head. Remember when also Gab mentioned, I think it was in one of her videos recently, where they went to London and they filmed something, and it's gonna be coming out near Halloween.
Yeah, what was that about?
I was
What
not
that
aware
is
of
about?
that. Was not
No, she
aware of
mentioned
that.
Yeah, yeah, I forgot who put it in the spoil. I forgot which channel someone put it in. I forgot who, but someone put a clip of her saying that, and she was basically saying like, "Yeah, we went to London and we filmed something, and it came out really good, but I can't say anything until it comes out near Halloween."
Yeah, she said they got something cool in London, but she can't talk about it.
It, I'm
Hmm.
not keeping the hopes up, but I'm also saying Halloween coincidentally.
I think
The
not.
I mean,
yeah the
I
I'm just
mean,
gonna
I'm
say this. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna be on my honeymoon during Halloween. So if I come back to bullshit, I'm going to drive to the UK. I'm not even gonna fly there. I'm gonna drive across the ocean to the UK. And I'm going to beat Jack with my own hands.
Drive? Nah, I'm gonna sprint across the ocean. I'm gonna turn into Jesus. That's what I'm gonna do.
Turn into Jigo. Jesus.
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
gonna turn
I'm
into Jesus and just sprint on water.
You ever get so filled with ego rage that you turn into Jesus?
I do.
It's the power of
I
Alex.
do. Just I do.
I
What was
do.
I? Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm keeping my expectations semi low
Soph
just
is
in case.
across the ocean too. Yeah, I'm gonna also go visit Soph. Stand
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Take me with.
menacingly outside their window.
Take me with you. Just like take me with you. I'll bring the bat. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. We don't do that.
We don't do that here.
like /J.
Slash J slash massive slash J.
I don't even know where Soph lives. I'm gonna find Soph's house by pure vibes alone.
I will find. I will find you, and I will.
So in chat.
I think we scared Soph. We will
Open your
Nope, I
door right
promise
now,
we
or
will
we're gonna throw rocks through your
we will
window.
find your house and we will bring you like flowers and chocolates and like
Yeah.
all the good vibes.
Like
We
for
will
legal
not
reasons,
hurt you
the
in any way.
coming to stalk you is a joke. We're not doing that.
Yeah, for legal reasons.
We
Yeah,
For
promise.
legal reasons.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah, we
gonna
never do
drive
that.
across the ocean. That's definitely gonna be a thing that happens.
Like I promise.
Your
We
turquoise colored magpie.
I'm gonna bring my
You'll find
go
my
find
nest in the woods.
I'm gonna bring a slingshot.
You got really good internet connection for being in the woods.
Yeah, damn. Hit me up with some of that.
I mean, one second you're in the woods, the next second you're in Iris.
Yeah, 1 minute you're in the woods, the next you're on a rooftop.
Do we think that Chase got up there?
I think it was probably Auntie at this point, since Iris came
Yeah,
and swooped in and picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
I I think it was Marvin, which is I know, far fetched, but we heard
it's
this
not that
main like
far-fetched.
whoosh boom sound at the end of Jameson's thing, Chase's thing, and Henrik's thing.
The
And I'm just
portal
like,
sound.
Yeah, the
yes,
portal
that sound, and it's I don't know.
I mean, it's up in the air, honestly. If whoever.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
most definitely.
it could be Marvin was trying to get Chase away from Auntie, and he fucked
Horribly failed.
A little bit.
I mean,
I've got an even far-fetched theory about
Go.
that, and I'm gonna sound insane as shit. But what if
Dude.
these portals are them being pulled into wormholes into other universes?
Ooh.
Oh.
Well,
Iris
that's
is
what
the only
Henrik was
multiversal
studying.
constant.
Yeah.
It's like the what's
It
it?
was like,
The
I don't know if Chase was because Iris knew who Chase was and what had happened to him.
well, think about it.
I don't know
If Iris was the only multiversal constant,
Iris.
it's like what's the show
Yeah.
that the Marvel show Loki, the TVA. They go in and out of
Right.
time, and they're like,
Oh.
yoink.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
just
thinking like Iris is like kind of
you think-
everywhere, like all the time in a way.
You think that Chase showed up in the universe and they were like, "Oh fuck, we gotta go."
We gotta go put him back.
Like his deja vu.
What if these portals are the thing that brings them all together in the same universe? Because
Could be
what it
like a
looks like in the
Spider-Verse thing.
comics is that they're from different. Yeah, exactly. And Sean is fond of multiverse theory and time travel and wormholes and stuff like that.
Shit hurts my brain, but if it's done well, I will appreciate it.
Yeah.
it hurts my brain. That's
Yeah.
I had a point. What was my point? Damn it. I lost
mood.
it. It had something.
Oh wait, real
to do
quick
with
question.
Henrik.
I was gonna ask real quick question. Is it still canon that Chase and Henrik know each other?
That's I don't
no
know.
idea,
We don't know.
Or has
because
that been retconned?
I don't think
We have
that's
no
been
idea.
died. I personally still think that Jack, Henrik, and Chase are still good friends.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't, it would hurt me on a deeply emotional and physical and mental level.
No, me too. No, me too. Because I mean, if they did, because if the theory of them being from multiple universes is right, then how would Henrik and Chase and Jack know each other?
That's a good point. Jack,
So that's
Henrik,
why
and
I'm
Chase
like,
could be from the same universe.
So I remember this was my point earlier. Chase has deja vu of like he knows that building and that room, but he's like I've never been here before, but I know it, and I don't remember. I think it was Jack who said
You
like,
just like
yeah, like deja vu
popped
is a
something in
science
my
this
brain.
universe.
You just popped
Yeah.
something into my brain. Like
Tell you
if well
oh,
no, but
what
like
can happen.
if because it's debatable whether Auntie has an effect on people's memories, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like forgotten or just too afraid to remember, whatever the heck.
Mhm.
But like if Chase was yoinked from his like home, whatever, and then Iris grabbed him, would he have remembered that he had been to the red hallway before?
Well,
a
he
great
kind
question.
of did. He started to freak
Because he
out.
got deja vu, as in like he was like
he's
experienced
been
like
here before.
he's like I've been exactly here before was his exact words. But if like something Auntie messes with his memory, he doesn't like he plays more on deja vu than instead of like the actual memory of the thing, you know?
It could not
No,
necessarily
yeah,
be.
that's
I mean, yeah.
I had
been
a different
exactly
thought going into
before.
this, but I
I don't know if he meant like exactly like in the Iris hallway, because he's been in a red hallway before.
oh for sure.
But maybe it's more or less like he remembers this like event, this experience, and what happens when the red hallway shows up.
Yeah, it's like a
seems his
trigger
memories,
in his
like,
head.
really jumbled up.
Yeah, he knows that Auntie's gonna be there and that shit's about to happen.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he has some trauma and associates that
I
scene with what
That man
happened.
definitely has trauma.
Oh yeah, who doesn't have trauma in this universe?
Everyone has trauma.
You have trauma. You have trauma. Everyone has trauma.
Everyone has trauma.
My lord.
What exactly did Chase say with that quote? I don't remember.
I've been exactly here before. No, please. No, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
Oh,
Let
my
me
heart
go!
just broke a little bit.
That was really good,
I
Kelly.
hate-
That was really good.
That scene and the scene where he breaks down in his car and Chase are two of the most difficult scenes to watch for me.
Mhm.
It's
Mm.
but before that,
I just-
during the interview,
I
oh
focus
God.
on Auntie whenever I
Probably
watch
just, like,
rewatch
deja vu
Chase.
or
I'm just
something.
I'm like having a staring contest with Auntie.
Before that, during the interview, when he's talking about the deja vu, Finn.
Yeah.
Kel, this
let
feels
me-
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
His acting with Chase
I
is
don't-
always sick. Yes.
I have to find.
Brandon
I'm
Lerner.
finding the video. Hold on.
Should probably wrap up this first rotation here soon.
Yeah.
Soon, but not quite yet, because I am doing a thing.
Kelly's like,
Yay
I
for
will.
things.
Probably just like
Yay for
deja
things.
vu or something. Oh God, this was a year ago. It
Yeah,
doesn't
what
feel
is-
like it. Here,
Yup.
let's
God,
see.
I still. Ah.
Let's see.
Time is broken.
Chase.
I feel
Time
like
is definitely broken.
I feel it very appropriate that I'm.
I have no idea.
Shout out
Yay,
to
video.
For a
MKTV.
second, I was. Wait, what's going on? Where am I?
Oh my gosh.
No idea.
This is turning out.
no recollection
better
of
than expected.
Apologies. What do you remember, Mr.
The woods,
What are you doing in the woods?
but this building
This
is familiar.
Building is familiar.
It's like I've been here before.
It's like I've been here before.
Brody, I assure you that you've never been to this facility before.
Yeah.
You have no records. of
Okay.
you
I'm pretty sure
visiting
that's the
this
deja
facility.
vu.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's not like that. There's an energy here that I felt before, but it's probably just deja vu or something. That's
Yeah, so
That's what it was.
Yeah, and then Aaron asks if he has more. Oh my God. Aaron
you good, Alex?
if Chase has had more instances of that occurrence of deja vu.
Mm.
No, I'm not good. English not good.
Have you experienced other instances of it?
same, and that's my first language.
Like what? What do you mean?
It is not my first language, so
Is
Yeah,
it possible that Echo is the energy that he's felt before? Like I know it's probably Auntie, but just like that little part, that little thing in the back of my brain is just like, when
Well-
is Echo? I know it's Auntie.
Well, they are a new entity in the universe, or in the
Yeah.
cinematic universe, I mean. So I don't know.
I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, Echo is definitely a benevolent, as opposed to Auntie.
Yeah. Right.
But
It's possible Chase did not. Because if you remember, when he first interacts with Echo, he's talking about no, not again. And he goes,
Yeah.
wait, this feels different.
yeah.
So it's definitely that first time he's feeling Auntie because he
Yeah.
recognizes it.
yeah, and Chase says then to Echo to work together, we can get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Why? Hold
later
on.
when he first interacts with Echo, he's like, this feels different. This is different.
Yeah.
Finn's having a time in chat.
He is.
If Chase equals Auntie, and Auntie originally got created in Iris and is an earlier version of current Chase, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean, we can't forget C Reborn, because that was the thing.
Chase do be special.
He do be special, in fact.
He definitely,
Yeah, wait, what do you-
is smart.
Mommy told me that I'm special.
I think that's just easier for like Auntie to possess Chase when he's like in a state of misery and anger. If that
Oh, you
makes sense.
guys, hold on. They don't know what C Reborn is. That was a text post
he's
that
possessed with his kids
that
and that like Christmas.
sorry.
But like if he's oh sorry, I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I just wanted to explain what C Reborn is to people in chat.
Oh, okay.
C Reborn is a text post that came out around summer of 2017 from on Tumblr that Jack made, and it said, "Convoke ready exuberant I ready exuberant bring our ritual nobody." Um um and it was like a text post all in Zalgo, and it came out right before KJSE. So people were like, um, what does the C stand for? Because that was like the whole return reborn thing. Um, but it was like, what does the C stand for? What does the C stand for? Like, so we never really figured it out, but like if you put those first letters all in a line, it's C Reborn.
Could definitely be. Could definitely be.
Careful with your words there, Don.
Definitely be Chase, or you know, my words are difficult. Ignore me. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
You're good. You
It's been
had
that
me
time
in
where I'm just
suspense.
like, ooh, brain fog.
Yeah, brain go.
Yeah, let me see.
But like, in terms of if Andy doesn't even show up in the comic, I mean, he probably will. But if he doesn't show up in like these first couple of comics, I don't care. I am so interested in this world building at this point,
Right.
that I will take anything that gives me like a semblance of how this world works, how these characters are going to interact, because that's the shit I like.
Oh yeah. I just
Oh yeah, character actions are like the best part. Like, at least in my opinion, and like one of the best parts.
And please, I am begging, Sean William McLaughlin, hear my words. I am on my knees right now. Please, please give me Henrik and Chase interactions. I need them in my life. Please,
No,
I am begging you.
Please, I need that in my life as well.
Just Chase broken and disheveled, knocking on Henrik's
Kelly,
pounding on Henrik's door like.
What did I make?
The best reference. You don't even know if you remember this, Kelly, but you said to me, you said, Henrik and Chase have Doc Brown
And Marty McFly energy.
And Marty McFly energy. And I was like, I cannot unsee it now, ever.
I mean, am I wrong?
You're like, shit. Like, shit.
Am I wrong?
Well, like, you're not wrong.
And I want that energy to be reflected in a medium somewhere, because I want Henrik to be this absolutely out of his mind, incredibly intelligent doctor, and Chase to just be like, what the fuck?
What the hell literally.
Is this?
What
and Chase is just watching. Chase is watching Henrik just run back and forth, scribbling on whiteboards and stuff. And Chase is just sitting there like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Like, are you okay?
The voices.
Like, the voices. He's like, oh, what the fuck is that guy doing?
I mean, if Chase calls Henrik Doc at any point, it's just gonna cement it for me. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. If any of the egos call him Dog, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, they're best friends now. Basically, is what you're saying.
I'm just so excited.
Finn, I will come to your house.
I don't know if there are any other fanfic writers like here or in chat, but I'm just so excited to be like, oh my gosh, we have finally like a way that they talk and like I can write them properly in canon now. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
We actually have a dynamic question mark.
I know.
Like, we actually have character dynamics with each other.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
I'm looking for
I
a
say Jackie is.
I'm looking for a specific one of my
Oh,
text
sorry.
posts, but Tumblr search sucks, so keep talking.
I was just gonna say that I could basically see Jackie and Marvin being that one weird friend and then the friend that deals with their bullshit.
Yep.
I want the Spider-Man meme of them all pointing at each other would actually be really funny with all the egos. It's like,
You look like me. No, you look like me.
Wait a minute. We all look like each other.
I just need like everyone being like, oh my gosh, we all look like each other. And Marvin's like, no, I look 10 times better than all of you combined.
Marvin doing the
Excuse
thing
you.
where it's like, well, I'm the better looking one, and Jackie's like, we have the same fucking face.
Yeah, I just have the better hair, the better attitude, the better everything. So like, no.
It's probably definitely they are probably definitely at different ages canonically. Because Henrik is a doctor. We don't know if he's still a
That
surgeon
man
because
is
he's
in his
now
40s and like
that man is in
waiting
his
for
late
retirement.
30s at the youngest. That man is in his mid to late 30s at the youngest. And with Jackie being in his 20s, and Chase is old enough to have had at least one kid who's a toddler or a young child.
He's in his mid
He's at
30s.
least in his mid 30s as well. So
Marvin and Nancy are just ageless.
yeah,
This-
Marvin doesn't age. Auntie is an entity.
This is C
God, yeah,
Reborn. It's
Auntie's
hard to
like
see, but
100 years old.
Oh, you found it?
yeah,
Oh God.
Oh God.
it's
My
just
brain.
this. But if you take all the words out, it's convoke space
Can you highlight it?
ready exuberant
Mm-hmm.
bring our ritual nobody.
Didn't they say his age?
Yeah, they said mid 30s. So
Mid 30s, yeah. 34 actually.
Yeah,
I think it was 34.
34. Yeah.
Bring our ritual sounds like some
He
magic.
was 34 in 2019.
Oh God.
He really is a
Then
dad.
again, you know, time is broken, so who knows? So if he's in his like if he was 34 in 2019, he's 38 now.
God.
Henk is at least in his late to mid or his mid to late 40s, possibly, depending on how much older he is than Chase.
Right.
Marvin, we have no canonical age for. Jackie, we now know that he's in his mid 20 something. Jameson is possibly 503. I don't know.
He's at least 100 years old.
He's at least 100 years old.
And most of that time he either spent in Iris captivity or with Auntie. In either way, he has so much to catch up on. The poor thing.
Yeah, so it's funny thinking about it that Jackie was the first ego ever introduced, and he's probably canonically the youngest.
That's crazy to think about, isn't it?
Yep. Time do be borked.
Time do be borked. Very borked.
Like I just love how like the second I saw like, oh my gosh, he's in his mid 20s. This fucks up my entire dynamic. Time to make a new one.
It's really funny because with the bunker, Jackie is the oldest.
Yeah.
And because of how egos work in that universe. But with him being the youngest, it's like, all right, okay.
I had a friend back in the day, like back when I was like really starting to get into this fandom. Their name is Ash Phoenix. A lot of fan fiction back in the day, so I don't know if you guys remember that. But they were like, "No, I'm calling it. Jackie's like one of the youngest ones," and I'm like, "There's no way." And I'm like, "Wow." 5 years later, and I was proven dead wrong. All right.
You were right.
Okay.
I actually got to contact them and just be like, "You were right. Here's $5."
We've been live for almost an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is it time?
It might be time. Let me summon the second rotation. You got a couple minutes
so,
yet,
you know,
but just
don't summon the second rotation in a bid to, for self-discovery or anything.
But yeah, this has been really fun. I'm glad to hear all your
I'm glad
voices.
that-
It's lovely. It's lovely to hear everyone.
Thank you for doing
It was
most of the talking
amazing.
for me
I
because
agree.
my stupid mouth can't talk word today.
Oh, baby.
Oh, it's fine. Mine neither. I'm dead inside. My mouth is also dead inside.
Alex is not only struggling from being tired, they're also struggling trying to speak in a different language that's not their their main
exactly.
one. And like I struggle,
But
I only speak one language and I struggle, so I can't even imagine.
It's fine when I'm talking. It's just when I'm talking in groups and especially in front of other people, my English goes right out the window.
Forget every word I've ever learned.
Exactly.
It's like that one quote that Jack said. It's like, I forget what the quote was, but he was like, "But now I have to make better mouth." It
Yeah,
was from Human
exactly.
Fall
That's
Flat or
exactly
something.
how
I
I
don't
feel.
remember, but
just like
Yeah, Leo Bashi. Jackie just reaching out and touching an electrified sphere is exactly the kind of person I imagined he would be.
It's like you
it's
know
like one of
those
those
like
like,
plasma orbs?
yeah, one of those
Yeah.
things.
Plasma orb.
Yep. Situations where he like slowly approaches it and he's like he needs to touch it and then he immediately gets electrocuted.
He has that
Yes,
ADHD crow
definitely.
brain.
I could also Marvin be like, you fucking dumbass. I
All right.
told you not to touch it.
waiting for rotation 2 into their VC, I think.
Yep. Also, for anyone wondering, we do this in rotations where for X amount of time we have like a certain set of guests on, and then we switch over to a second rotation and we put um more guests just so people can be on and it doesn't have to be like one person talks for 4 hours, you know?
And we're not all like screaming at each other with 16
Trying to,
people in the,
yeah.
in the chat.
We don't need another anomaly found incident where everyone's like screaming at each other and one person's like, actually wait, I found evidence.
It's
Like,
kind of funny too because all of us could definitely talk individually for like 4 hours on our own.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
definitely.
Oh,
I've done it before.
But I will still be
I've
here.
never done it.
I have to pee though.
Okay, we can
Fair
take a couple
enough.
minutes. I might do some solo talking once Dawn leaves, just because like just for recap and stuff on stream, and before I hop into rotation 2 with her. So
Sounds good. All right, loves. It's been lovely.
All right.
Right.
Thank
It
you
has
for
been lovely
having
indeed.
me.
yeah, absolutely, anytime.
Thank you for having me too.
Yeah, it's good to hear you
It's
guys'
been
voice
good.
again.
You want to do
Yeah,
like
thank-
reconvene with rotation 2 in like 10 minutes?
Well, maybe.
so?
Well, it depends on how long you take, but
If I'm not gonna go 5 minutes
ish.
ish. Okay.
So everyone hop out of rotation 1, and then I'll do some talking, and then I'll start rotation 2 once Dawn gets back.
All right.
You
Bye.
got it.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye. Take care.
All right. Pre-orders for the comics are still live on badegg.co. Com. Co? Co. I think it's co. I don't know why I said that. I just brain went bzzzt. While committing war crimes. Well, then maybe it's good that I'm not broadcasting those chaotic potato. It's co. Okay. Badegg.co. I can say co. I can put the link in chat. Let me beep and copy and boop and paste. Pin. Yeah. Is there a way to join the rotations? I'm new to these streams. Well, QWERTY. The way that we've been doing it is we have a server a Discord server that we use. It in its original incarnation, it wasn't meant to be anything more than like a handful of people at a time. But over time, it just kind of blossomed into this whole bigger server, and like we just talk theory in it now, and it's pretty great. It's not the biggest server in the world, and nor is it like a really open server, but if it's not like a public server, I should say. But yeah, we have a lot of, I hate to say this, but big name theorists in there. Um like there's me, there's Finn. We're the two founders of the server. We got Issa Ghost, we got Huffledork, we got Turquoise Magpie themselves. Who else do we have actually? Issa. You got Traco Buttons. We got Smalley Boops. We got Vio Stormcaller, or Hio, it's Vio, sorry. Yeah, Soph lurks in the shadows, but it's pretty great. Just we do like to well, not like, it's not like a super exclusive you have to like interview to join the server. No. But like we do like to just do like a soft vibe check beforehand before we let people in. And typically the vibes or the vibe checks are like how do you feel about the egos? How do you um like how do you feel about the community in general? How do you um like how do you foresee you might like contribute in any way? I don't know. I'm just spitballing now. But just the server comes with its own set of rules, just to be mindful of those. Every server should. But like one of our rules is we don't like put Soph on a huge pedestal, or anyone for that matter. We don't like know, well, the basic rules obviously, but like just for interaction, and it's a great veteran theorist retirement home. Hey now. Hey now. um it's like, careful with those words. Yeah, we just kind of vibe. We have like a lot of channels for like, we have a channel for spoilers. We have a channel for upload live chat. We have channels for all the different kinds of art. We have these stream VCs, and like we're planning for these streams. We have a whole Iris tweets channel that a bot posts Iris tweets in. Whenever that is they tweet, but it came in more handy last year. We got general hangout chat. We got like video games. We got like media recommendations, stuff like that. Yeah, it's just become this huge thing. Well, not necessarily huge, but it's rather big in server format, but small in server population. So yeah, we also now have a whole category just for comics, or the comics when they come out. We have like separate rotations, or not rotations, separate categories or channels for Void Silver and Jackie Boy Man. We got like, for sure. And I absolutely foresee these streams coming back, Moonscribs. Because obviously the comics are coming out and they're gonna be a huge thing, and so we might have to like cross-reference back to videos and you know, yeah. Um, yeah, we just like to do like vibe checks and overall, you know what I mean, right? Dawn, are you back?
I am back. Hello.
Welcome back. I think it might be time to join rotation 2.
Okie dokie. Let's
All right,
do it.
let's do it. Beep boop.
Kelly.
Hi.
What's up?
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
What's up?
We're good. Wait, I've just been here on my. You both kind of jump scared us.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because all I heard was Rogue saying, "Oh, it's time to hop in," and I was like, "Guys, guys, everyone stop! We can't let them know of the crimes."
No.
As if you haven't already
everybody.
confessed to them in chat.
Oh, way to go, Potato! Way to go! I was feeling silly and goofy. In a silly, goofy mood. Yeah.
Silly and goofy.
Yep.
Where's Greg when you need him?
I have a small creature who keeps trying to crawl under my blanket.
Baby.
That would be her dog.
That would be my dog.
My cat's chilling on my bed right now. He's like dead asleep. Nice.
Let's have people here introduce themselves if that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I can
starting.
go first.
Okay.
So hi guys. It's been 6 months since you've last heard of me, but it's Kayla again. And it's crazy to think that like 6 months later we're here talking about Jackie and Marvin. At the same time, mind you. That is nuts. We didn't ever think we were going to get two of them at once, but like here we are and I love it. It's amazing.
It's a good time. It's a good time for the community.
Oh, we're vibing.
Who
wants to go next in the introductions?
Why don't
You-
you go, Potato?
Oh, shoot. Hello. I'm Chaotic Potato, definitely not a war criminal who is very excited about these comics. Super duper excited. I bought the bundle. I am very impulsive in purchasing things.
Same.
Hey everybody, my name is Hunter, or also known as German Jacksepticeye on the server. I also did buy the bundle and nearly paid 100 euros for it.
Jesus.
Oh God.
You must have a lot of
The,
money. Listen, I have to get the bundle.
The shipping overseas is a little ridiculous for the comic.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to go to school, so I have the money.
Oh yeah, no. Since I bought the bundle and I'm in the U.S., the shipping was free, so that was okay. You lucky. I can't curse. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. But
This is a family-friendly Christian server, people.
We just censor whatever Auntie does.
Yeah,
When it came time for me to pick what comic I wanted, I was gonna get the bundle first, and then it was $119, and I was like, that's a lot for me. So I ended up getting the cover with both the boys on it because I can't pick just one. I love them both. Oh yeah, no, I was at work when they dropped it. I was over here multitasking the back radio and drive-through, and also buying the comics. I literally ordered the comic in front of my boss. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I have to get this. They say it's limited quantity. Like I gotta go now."
You don't understand.
Oh, it's not limited. Oh, it's not limited quantity. It's limited time. Oh, my bad. My bad.
To be fair, I think it said limited quantity first.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing that when I ordered the bundle as well.
All right. I'm in a theory mood, guys.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Well,
I
we
okay.
talked about kind of some thoughts about how Jackie gets his powers, maybe what the murder mystery Marvin might be
Yeah.
working
I have
with.
a
But
yeah,
what do you guys
I have
think?
I have a
okay.
few thoughts. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
I
So Parker in the first rotation brought up a very good point that I didn't even think about of like the murder mystery
Mhm.
being potentially about Jackie's father. So I'm like, hold on a second. What if it comes out that Jackie's father, since it is implied that he was a terrible person, what if it comes out that he was part of Auntie's cult? Because everything's going to loop back eventually. And we did see a cult in Overnight Watch. So,
Well,
I mean, it could be plausible because
I would assume that the cult vibes would be traced back to like the
trace back to what?
that and there could be like many people from many different generations because the first hint of Auntie was like around when Iris was founded. So,
possibly. I'm thinking it was probably more like along the lines of he was either working for Iris or whatever the fuck that other company is called. I'm blanking on now.
Cybermass.
Cybermass, thank you. He's either working
yeah.
for Iris or Cybermass, and then your classic we fucked up the experiment and now the experiment is killing everyone trope is probably that situation. Um, just from looking at the stuff that's happening on the Marvin art with the blonde dude getting murdered, because I that very much looks like who's gonna be the victim of the murder.
The blonde guy, yeah.
Yeah, the blonde guy in the art. Don't know who the blonde guy is. He's probably definitely
He's now.
an original character created for this storyline. Whether he's connected importantly to anyone that we know is up for debate, but
I also noticed how in like I think it was Marvin's art, I believe, that the string motif was very, very strong. And we have not like really seen like canonically, like we've seen it in fan art, like everyone and their mom's been doing it. But like we haven't canonically seen Auntie like really have like strings around him, but like now we're seeing it. And
the first time we saw it canonically, I think, was Jolly John's with
Yeah.
oh yeah, I
There
forgot
was
about
it.
that.
because it was
Yeah,
definitely very
obvious.
involved in that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I do like the fact that Marvin's tattoos on his
Ellie, that was way too good. You need to stop.
Kelly over here.
Hey, I'm just
Kelly
I'm
over
just
here.
acting out the commentary here.
I like the tattoos on his hands seem to be very like tied to his magic. I've always loved the trope of like the dudes that have the magic tattoos. That shit is so cool to me.
Oh, that's so
So,
fun.
I agree.
but I did notice like in his art he's got like I mean it's a common thing in a lot of fan art of like people having the strings around their wrists. And that's what his
Yeah.
tattoos do look like. So
Oh god. Oh god.
Damn, imagine when Marvin becomes live action again, Sean's gotta slap them temporary tattoos on.
he's over there in like the bathroom like slapping on just
For real.
No, but imagine if he
Evelyn's
actually got like
like,
legit
Sean, what the
tattoos
fuck
for
are you
this. That'd be
doing?
cool.
I just think it's funny because Jack got his first tattoo after Welcome to the Game. But that means that
Oh.
all the egos had the tattoo except for Jackie.
Damn, that's crazy. He's, he wasn't allowed to because he was a minor at the time, I guess.
He was a minor at the time. No, but that just means that Henrik has a canonical Bloodborne tattoo. So
Oh
take
my
that
goodness, he
information what you
does.
will.
Oh, but yeah, Can we talk about how Argentum Anonymous, I forgot from which kept saying it, so I believed it was true that they said that somewhere it was said that that was a trailer for something, and I was so confused. I was like,
Yes.
what's it a trailer for? And
I
now we
think
know.
I I heard because there was posts about it on Instagram at the time, I do believe, that Robin, miss you, we love you. That I think Robin goes by a different name now, so I'm
I think it's
completely sorry.
Alice.
I
It's
think it's
Alice.
Alex.
Yes,
I
yes.
wasn't
Or
sure.
Alice.
Okay. Okay. So, Alice was saying how it was like originally meant to be a teaser and that more was going to come out soon. And like Jack made a post on his Instagram account, like on his stories, and in his hand was the scrying ball, and that was after the video came out.
I wanted to
So that
mention
kind of
something
backs that
about
up.
Scrying Ball. I
I
wanted to
mean,
mention something
think
about it.
about it. The name of the comic is Void Silver.
The literal translation of Argentum
Yep.
Anonymous, as Steve
Yep.
found out.
Yep. So it's been a few years, but it's very
It's
much
been a
like
bit.
it's
Whenever
very
he
much
says
like
soon, you know it'll be a few years.
it's very much like getting like a teaser trailer like at E3 or something. And but Jack is still, more consistent with bringing out stuff than, Bethesda. I'm still waiting for Elder Scrolls 6, but that's going to be in 2053 when I have children, so
Speaking of Void Silver, though, I think that's a good leadway into like the fact that it was explicitly stated that these are prologue comics. These happened before
To
the
the
current
main
event.
series.
These are prologue
That's
comics.
so
I assume that's what
exciting.
that means. But
Technically,
like, yeah,
technically they're issues, not issue 1.
that's
yeah,
very
they serve
true.
as pilots, yes. But like, what has me worried, right, is that I really feel like we're gonna see how Marvin gets that scrying ball he has, and I'm like, oh no, because that scrying ball's
Yes.
corrupted.
Well, he was seeing visions.
Oh.
It's not necessarily corrupted. That's kind of what the whole thing is about. You're supposed to see
Auntie's just
visions.
yeah, but like Auntie's just kind of vibing in the ball because you know how it kind of like goes bzz, or whatever. Like whenever he touches it, he can't even control it. Pretty sure Auntie's in that ball, not in that ball, but like he has influence over that ball.
His essence, maybe. I don't know.
We don't know what
Well,
Auntie is or what he's doing
Yeah, but I
or
feel like he's got something to do with with
well,
that
I
ball,
mean,
especially since
if
his voice
we
is the
see
only
that
one we
ball, the
hear.
fandom gonna commit war crimes. Yes, Rose.
I feel like if we
Yes.
see anything related to anything egocentric, we're gonna commit war crimes.
It's more of a
Banty.
it's more of a plausible theory that the ball is corrupted. It's more of a plausible theory than confirmed or anything. But if I see that scrying ball in the comic, I will be like, no.
No.
Man, I hate it when you go to Ponder the Orb and fucking Auntie shows up.
For real.
Circles.
Fucking circles.
There's also the phrase curiosity killed the cat, and I feel like that's his relationship with that orb.
no.
But remember the full phrase.
Marvin.
The full phrase is that satisfaction brought it back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Curiosity killed
He
the
has
cat,
a
but
chance to
satisfaction
not
brought it
die.
back.
He has a chance to not die if he doesn't
Well,
mess this up.
hey,
Don't
I
mess it
understood
up,
that.
Marvin. Don't mess it up. Okay, we need you.
Well, I think he may have already messed it up because
Can't girl boss.
if he is the person who sent Auntie in the first place,
Oh yeah, no, that's also part of my theory. Yeah.
I feel like he definitely has a hand in what has happened. It could very well be that this is even before any of the video stuff has happened. Like if Auntie, like, 'cause it looks like Auntie is like escaping something.
You right.
So
Yeah, 'cause
like it very well could be Marvin summoned Auntie. The circle contained him. He escaped again, and then now is wreaking havoc across the multiverse. And that's when the stuff with Jack and Henrik is happening, and Chase starts getting these bad things happening to him. So it
'cause
very
it's
well could
alluded
be
to.
these are the very first stories of the entire series, like of
I
the
like how you
entire
I like how you said
concept.
that first stories.
God, there's
was
gonna be
great.
so much that we don't even know about, guys.
No, but
Like,
yeah.
oh my God, it's now just
Summoning
hitting
a demon to
me.
prove the haters wrong.
But yeah, it's
wrong.
alluded to that
Gone
that not
wrong.
Auntie, that Marvin
Off the wrong
did
person.
something very not good to be kicked out of that magic circle. It's like,
What
I wonder what it
more,
could be.
How more fucked up can you get to get kicked out of the magic circle than summoning a demon? Like,
Also, let's not forget the
Can I
fact that
just say this? I don't trust the magic circle.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
definitely not.
either,
I
to be honest.
don't. Like, as soon as it was confirmed that it was going to be part of this universe, like sometime last year, I was like, I don't know. Like, something about it just feels sketchy to me. I can't describe it.
It very well.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
also
thanks,
not.
I'm coming to
Thanks.
England.
Soph, that is so nice.
Let's
Soph,
also
I've
not
been
forget.
smiling
I was
this
gonna
whole
say.
time listening to this stream.
Aw,
That's
thank you,
totally not
Soph.
cryptic at all.
I was gonna say. Let us not forget that one of the accounts that the Irish Twitter followed was the Magic Circle.
Yeah.
I have a theory. I have a theory that the magic circle became Iris.
Or maybe they are
They're
connected in some way.
definitely. I think the magic circle could have eventually somewhere down the line became like a subdivision of Iris.
Or the other way
Like,
around. Iris could have
there's-
become a subdivision of the magic circle.
because it's still very clear that they're like separate entities, I guess, if you're looking at it corporate wise.
Yeah, it's like,
But
let's not forget that they also have whatever the CNC is, which sounds like it's almost its own thing, except it kind of also sounds like a subdivision of Iris.
I would
I'd
assume it's called like
see-
it's short for like to collect and contain or something.
Yeah, that's
Collected
fair.
and contained.
Oh, but I was also gonna say, relating to to Marvin's connection with Auntie, let's literally not forget that the synopsis calls Marvin an eldritch magician.
Yeah, that's
You're
also
not wrong.
true. Whether or not is Marvin the eldritch entity, or does he have control over the eldritch entities?
Who knows?
There are no strings on
Maybe it's
me.
both.
that would add some things. If Marvin can somewhat control Auntie, y'all already know he's not gonna like that.
There are no strings on
like,
me.
he's gonna get pissed.
I feel like maybe that's where like Auntie gets that like line of thinking from. There are no strings on me, because if he was summoned, it would be assumed that somebody has control over him. But what if like he doesn't actually, like he went out of control beyond anybody's hands?
I mean, a classic trope in like magic related things when you're summoning shit is that, you know, you have to take all these precautions to prevent the summoning from going wrong, and you can't get cocky.
Let me
And
check the synopsis. I'm not sure.
Like,
I have it pulled up. Let me look.
Demon, like, there is very few known ways to be able to get control back. Like,
Oh yeah, it calls him reckless. I checked. It calls him reckless. Marvin specifically.
He's reckless and he's eldritch, and honestly, that's the two best ways you could describe him, to be honest.
Yeah, the Marvin created Auntie allegations are not looking good for him.
I love him regardless. I can fix him.
The egos fight him. I do.
Kelly.
We
I
need
can
to see
fix
all the
him.
boys together.
I don't know about that, Kelly.
Are we gonna get like an Avengers style battle against Auntie?
Hell yes. I need that. And I need like an epic orchestral version of All the Way or something. Like, give it to me.
Bro,
Hold
Leo
on,
Bash
hold on.
brought up the circle in Magic Circle, so I'm like, damn, maybe that's why Auntie don't like them.
What would it take for someone to get kicked out of the magic circle? Well, it says that the magic circle
Very good
controls who can learn magic, because
Maybe we can like
it's
look it up.
definitely a very powerful
But-
thing to have control over magic, so they have to, like, you know, regulate who and what and how things are done.
There's a twist
I feel like
here because Marvin got kicked out, but yet he already knows magic. So are they just gonna limit his knowledge from here on out? Like
he's probably very much like an on the run type of character. Like they kicked him out. They probably tried to take his powers, but he's like, nah, fam, and is causing problems now.
He's just
he's like
zooming around.
he pulled a Jackie and was like, deuces.
Yeah, pretty
Bye.
much. Bye. It's probably definitely gonna. Well, it also says he gets brought back to help solve this murder mystery, so he has to play nice with the Magic Circle people. So
And they have to play nice with him.
And they had to play nice with him. So
I'm just hoping and pleading. Okay, like is my favorite ego. I'm hoping and pleading cameo at least from him in Void Silver, please.
Oh,
Same.
Oops,
It
sorry.
could be a flashback. It could be whatever, please.
I think now I'm looking at this from like a narrator standpoint, okay? Like if I were like say Jack or Soph and I was like helping write the comics, like there has to be a way to get people to want more, right? So like you either like both.
well, not necessarily when it comes to comics.
Happen.
When it comes to comics, you kind of have like standalone stories, unless it's like, because it's more like episodes of a TV show, right? So you have
Right.
a pilot, and the pilot wraps itself up pretty nicely in the first episode to kind of establish the world and the characters. There is an overarching like theme for a plot that starts like, okay, these things have happened. Now the characters are gonna have to deal with it, essentially.
Sorry, I'm looking.
But like the pilot usually wraps up its personal narrative within that first episode. So I think it's not necessarily gonna. The first ones aren't necessarily gonna end on a cliffhanger. I think it's gonna definitely establish the world well. But it may be one of those things where it's like they solve the first mystery that they have, or they solve the first problem that they have, but there's an overarching mystery / problem that's going to take several episodes to figure out.
Leo Bashi brought up a very good point. No canon ego to ego interactions in like the beginning, because obviously it's a prologue, which definitely makes sense. I do agree with that. But it will be foreshadowed for like issue 1.
All I know is that I'm waiting for the pictures on Tumblr for people like circling shit in the comics and being like, look at all the Easter eggs! Look at all the Easter eggs!
Like, hear me out though on that interaction thing. Hear me out. Y'all remember that Discord chat, the one in Jack's server? I wasn't around for it, but it had the Eagles in it. That's what I learned from that. But like, bringing that up, Marvin and Jackie were the two that seemed to know the most about what was going on. That's
and not only that, but at that point they were also very much on the same page as one another. They were trying to tell the others to like shut up, people are watching, like guys, you need to like stop.
Yeah, that's why I think it could be possible. It could be possible that they meet by the comics end.
I was gonna say, someone mentioned orchestral all the way, and I went down around.
Kelly's pulling out her music talents now.
So what I'm feeling, right? I feel like, okay, so organization-wise, not organization as in company, but organization as in like organizing things. I feel like Henrik, Jack, and Chase are probably the three in one of these universes.
The iconic trio, because
and I feel like Jackie is one and Marvin is in another, and some hijinks happens, which leads to them crossing paths. Like crossing dimensions, you know?
I'm just bopping, man.
I'm assuming because the trio thing, like Jack, Chase, and Schneep, like we're gonna assuming it hasn't been retconned, because that was a bit of a conversation last time. Like things have been retconned. We just don't know at this point.
That is true.
What has been retconned? What has been retconned?
Oh yeah, no. If you're like a veteran theorist, you know how much of a struggle that was when we had no content, not knowing what was retconned, because we didn't know what we could make theories on.
I know a lot of the stuff like with their first videos, the actual events that happened in the videos are no longer like canon. They're more like setting up their like character pieces of like who these characters are and what their mindsets are for things. So it's with KJSE being a very large event in the whole story as a whole, I feel like they probably are not going to retcon it too much, but what do I know? I'm not part of the conversation.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how I think of JJ's first video. I think of it kind of like half canon, half not. I think of the anti parts as canon, but like not
especially
most
with
of what
Jack
happened else.
turning into JJ. It's probably definitely not canon.
Oh yeah, no, but
Oh.
I feel like, but I love how even in that it established Auntie and JJ's like relationship immediately as to like JJ is that's in danger from Auntie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like straight out the gate, as soon as we were, which compared to everyone else, that wasn't the case. But
Bruh,
for JJ, it was like, nah, your soul is mine.
everyone was possessed.
leave him
Right?
alone. He's a good
He's,
bean.
he's my
He
bloorball.
clearly signed "Help Me."
The second one.
To be fair, that one was in the second
Yeah,
video.
that wasn't
when
in the
he signed
first
Help
one.
Me.
This is
In
after
the
the first
first
one came out.
in the first video, JJ didn't really quite seem to like remember what happened after he got possessed. He kind of knew like before because it kind of did look like he was like struggling with his wound. But like other than that, like afterward, it seemed like he just forgot everything.
Reminder
if
that you
the-
can find the word help in the original JJ video.
Yes, you can.
It's
What were you
upside
gonna
down.
say,
Oh yeah,
Kelly?
you can.
I wonder, because that's a thing too that hasn't been touched on.
The
Since,
help me's?
well, no, not the help me's. Is Auntie's possession happening after someone gets wounded?
Ooh.
That's my blood contact theory.
Where like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, Auntie's kind of influencing Jack to a point, and then Jack gets the nosebleed, and then that's what kind of pushes it over the edge in Say Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, blood
and
contact
then
theory is one of like my older theories, but it's still one that I was proud of the fact that like usually the possessions happened when somebody was around blood. Henrik was implied to be around blood in KJSA.
oh yeah, I mean, Henrik
There
was
wasn't
doing
explicit.
Henrik was doing
Yeah.
surgery.
There wasn't
He was
explicitly
definitely around
blood.
blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Henrik was doing surgery. He was
Yeah,
definitely
like
around
every
blood.
time somebody got possessed, there was blood contact theory.
Also, Henrik had a nosebleed in KJSE, but
Yep.
Oh,
He
yeah, that's
did.
Henrik got a
true.
nosebleed as well. He did.
That's true. That's true.
So
He was
Everybody
also
gets
bleeding
nosebleed.
from his eyes at one point too, I do
Yep.
believe.
Mhm.
I want to see the injury blood thing come into contact because that's always a fun horror movie like trope is like nosebleeds or eye bleeds or something like that. Somebody cuts their hand and it's like, oh no, here comes the demon now.
I was looking for something right in like another tab, but the instant you mentioned it, I sped ran back here. I was gonna. I remember there was a message hidden in JJ's first thumbnail for his video, and I was trying to find it, and then I heard y'all talking about this, and I was like, "New." So let me just check on that real quick.
I was gonna say, but I had a thought and I lost it.
No.
Oh yeah, I wrote a fic once about, or a little ficlet once about Henrik making the exchange for Chase's life because
Yes, I remember that.
because it was like it took place in the same story as like that one Jackie animation that Alice made. The Jackie Boy Man is back in Jackson. Because you can see Henrik you can see Henrik coming down from the helicopter and you can see Chase's dead body and Auntie pops up there. But it was the fic was like Auntie was like originally his deal was you want me to save him, you give me something. And so Auntie was like, okay, or Schneep was like, okay, what do you want? And Auntie was like, oh, just a couple of drops of blood, no big. So, And then later he comes back and he's like, "Did you really think I just wanted a couple drops of blood? All I wanted was an
I
open
want the
wound."
whole wine bottle.
And
Our line is
he said, "All I really wanted was an open wound." And then he proceeded to possess Henrik through the open wound.
damn, that's
Oh.
crazy. Oh,
I
but
remember,
yeah.
I remember coming after you for that one actually.
Good. Yeah.
I actually drove up to Minnesota and kicked in her door.
Oh my god. No more hinges for Rogue.
She did not actually do that.
No more door hinges.
We have not met
No,
in
I did
person
not
yet.
actually do that.
Any
Oh.
FBI agents here? She did not do that.
I did not actually do that. No.
We are /J.
I
What you do it?
wonder, okay, because I'm thinking back to Project Iris,
What a
and
fun day.
we don't really know what happened to Chase, but for the sake of this, because there was a black hole-ish sound that kind of merged with like a portal sound that we've heard before.
Oh yeah, no.
So
I listened like a few days prior to that, like those spooky sounds in space, and and that was literally the black hole sound.
So I'm gonna assume, okay, gonna go out on a limb, that Chase was yeeted somewhere else yet again. But I wonder if Auntie did it, because if you remember, go back to KJSE, Schneep was also yeeted out of existence. We don't know where he went.
He was yeeted, deleted.
There was literally
Was
the
yeeted,
most
deleted.
awkward jump between Schneep screaming like, "No, Jack, my friend, no!" and then Auntie shows up to talk to us. So I
See, I've
wonder, like,
always
say in the comics, maybe since I'm gonna say it's pretty darn well confirmed Auntie's back, but I wonder if we're gonna see where people get yeeted to.
I've always had that theory that like Auntie can like pull people into like a void pocket dimension type thing.
I mean,
I
if you,
did too.
How do you explain Henrik just vanishing for
I-
9, like literally just disappearing?
And
I have a
hello,
bit of
the
a theory
red
on that.
hallway, and
I have
what
a
do you
teeny
want
theory
from
on
me?
that.
Like,
Looks like you're
duh,
going to the
literally right
Shadow Realm,
there.
Jimbo.
I have a bit of a theory on that though. Since we're trying to like since we're theorizing, right, that these egos they're also in different timelines and such, yet Auntie's able to access all of them. What if he takes them from one timeline and throws them to another?
But what timeline would it be? Who would land where?
That's the question. But yeah, that could
I do
explain what
like
that could
what
explain what the
Raw
deja vu comes from though.
I do like what Raw Cowno said, the torture room realm. It's almost giving back rooms.
I was
Not
gonna
the
say
back.
it's almost giving Welcome to the Game vibes.
Not the
Oh,
red rooms.
Not the red rooms.
Oh, and hey, red hallways. Haha.
I was gonna say.
You want to talk about trauma?
I mean, I feel like I don't mean to
Oh, but
say
yeah,
this
no, I still
about
personally believe
Jackie,
that Dark Silence is
because
real,
I
man.
feel like we've been neglecting Jackie a little bit. We love you, Jackie, still.
I think Jack's
but
been neglecting Jackie until now.
but I don't mean to throw Jackie under the bus, but I feel like he is literally the exact type of person that's gonna get yeeted. I'm sorry.
Oh, but
I don't
something.
necessarily think he's gonna get yeeted. I feel like he's gonna get into a fight with Auntie eventually, but it's gonna be like one of those like absolutely stacked fights in Auntie's favor because Jackie has no idea how to do his powers or his abilities or whatever the fuck he gets.
Listen,
Speaking of
I
Jackie
just
though,
have one request. I just want Jackie to punch Auntie into a wall.
oh yeah, no,
That's
someone needs to punch
be
that man.
so great.
Someone needs to punch him.
I think we
At
just
least
gotta form a
once.
line, and we'll start with Chase. Chase gets to punch him first, and then we gotta go to Henrik, and then
JJ gets to punch him second. He's been possessed for like 100 years. Please.
let him punch Auntie in the face.
The one
For
time
real.
That didn't take
JJ
the right
yeets
job.
his manners. He's like, no, there's no more being polite.
Oh, but
He's a real gentleman. He like pulls off the vest and like
He like
Oh,
just
but
absolutely decks him in the face.
yeah, but speaking of Jackie, I also have a
Best to learn
theory.
the hero's journey for Jackie. That's
Yeah,
what Soph
hero's-
just said.
hero's
Best
journey
to
is
learn the
very
hero's
important.
journey for Jackie.
I will say a key part of the hero's journey, if I recall correctly,
Drama?
is the death of a mentor.
Drama?
well, it's having a mentor and then having something bad happen later down the line. A lot of times it's
I mean,
something bad happening
usually a
to that
death.
mentor so that they can't go back
Usually
and
a death.
consult with that mentor
Yeah.
in time of need.
I mean,
So
if we're going with the
it's
Marvin becomes his mentor route, we all know what happens there.
no.
I don't know if Marvin would be a mentor though.
This was possessed at least.
I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna pull up the hero's journey.
Please do.
So it's
Do
a
it.
timeless story structure that follows the protagonist on an unforeseen quest in which they face challenges, gain insights, and return home transformed. So the
We
typical
need like
hero's
the
journey.
whole.
Oh, yeah,
We
no,
need the whole diagram from like English class.
we
That's
better
what
have-
we need.
Here, I'll find it. Send it to me,
have
Jana.
So there's a lot of different like things here. What graph do you want?
It's fine. I'll just find one. I think I found the one that I used to use.
Okay,
We
I have
better
this one. This
treasure
one's a
issue
good.
0, Jackie, because by the end of the comic, he will never be the same.
It's true.
Yep.
We
It's
gotta
true.
treasure issue 0, Jackie,
He'll
while
be
we can.
traumatized like
So
the
you have
rest of us.
you start off, you have your call to adventure, right? It's like
Mhm.
you have
they're,
the
like, all
average
happy.
guy. Well, you have your average guy. Maybe he's like going through some shit. You know, you see the world, what his world is like. You know, for Spider-Man, he's living with his aunt and uncle. He's going to high school. You know, for Jackie, he's living in a shitty apartment. His dad's dead.
It
He
sounds like
has
a
to do a
relatable
lot
issue.
has to do a lot of odd jobs to make ends meet.
In
Like
this
that's
economy,
the
very relatable
normal
issue.
world. The normal world, and then
Here we go.
you have
There we go.
the call to adventure. So for Jackie, the call to adventure would be
The inciting
him running
incident with
across this
Cybermass.
demonstration.
Yeah.
Yeah, just running across this demonstration.
Not the
into...
death and rebirth at the bottom.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, but hold on. Thought. We haven't heard much about Jackie's mother. So what if his mentor?
That could be true.
Maybe.
They didn't
It could
say
also
his
be
mom
that they
was
don't
dead.
mention his mom because maybe his mom, was already gone. Maybe he was raised by his dad and his dad was a dick and then his dad died. Who knows?
Damn, relatable moment. Not the dead dad, but the douchey dad.
And then he crosses the threshold. So basically, point of no return. There's no going back now. Like
he can't.
Had to take a guess, I would say Cybermass is definitely a part of
Can
that.
Can I
and like
say my
with
theory?
his harness.
Yeah,
thing,
let's.
Can I say my
yeah,
theory?
go for
What's
it.
up? What's
Plays
up?
into that what you said, Kayla. I was
Go.
like, what if this is a bit of the plot, right? What if since Jackie ruined Cybermass's demonstration, they contact him and they're like, hey, we need you to help us to make up for all the damage you did to our demonstration.
That's my thought.
You can run. And we heard you run errands, so you can put on this electrical thingy on your chest or whatever, and then whatever that thing does, go from there.
Yeah, it's gonna improve you to do your things. It's definitely gonna be one of those situations. The call to adventure and refusal of the call is a big part of the hero's journey as well.
It is. Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I have a life to do. Blah 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 blah. And it's gonna be one of those situations where Jackie probably meets the Cybermass people, and they're like, "You're gonna do this for us," and Jackie's like, "Okay,
He's like,
but I don't want to."
He's like, I can't be doing this. I gotta earn rent, and then they're gonna be like, we could pay your rent, and he's gonna be like, actually.
It could definitely well be it could definitely well be like, we could pay you for this situation, or they're gonna like blackmail him and to be like, you destroyed our demonstration. We could definitely ruin your life over this.
Oh yeah, no,
you're
we
gonna
can
work for
ruin
us now.
They could be like, we can ruin your gig career. We can make sure you don't get any more gigs in this town. You don't get money, then you can't pay your rent and stuff.
Yeah,
Basically,
exactly.
blackmail.
Yeah, blackmail. So, and then
And
the
then
mentor could be possibly someone who works for Cybermass who created the technology that Jackie will
yeah,
be using.
Something interesting I noted about the synopsis is that Marvin's is more overall, the overall story. Jackie's is only like the beginning of his story. It's not a summary of the overall story. So I wonder what they have hidden
right.
there. I wonder what they have
Yeah,
hidden there.
I like
I mean,
Leo Bashi's
you
point.
always
Do they know it was Jackie that did it?
it definitely very much implies that he gets caught doing what he's doing, like trying to help with the
Yeah.
demonstration.
I think
And
they saw
so
who it was,
they
but like
they
in the
start
commotion he got to slip away. But they
yeah,
know who he
they start
is.
fighting and they're, what have you done? And Jackie kind of slips away
Yeah,
in
they
the
probably saw him.
chaos
They
of
know who
it.
he is.
Watch them
Exactly.
use iris cams to figure this out.
Not the
To figure
Watcher.
out that it was him.
What's the camera?
So they definitely figure out who he is if they don't from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like when he crashes the demonstration, because he finds out it's a demonstration because somebody sees him. The only way you
I
find
mean,
out
like,
it's a demonstration is if somebody goes, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
it's
You
like
know?
maybe his like true identity is a secret, but Jackie's not a hard man to find if he's part of the gig
Well, when
economy. That just
he's
means he
getting
runs
out,
errands for people.
when he's getting out, and he stops this demonstration, he doesn't even have a secret identity. He's just Jackie.
Oh yeah, no, he just does gigs, and it's like, oh, he thought the robots were
He
doing some bad
delivers.
stuff.
He delivers stuff. He's a delivery boy.
Yeah,
He's it's not
ignition
delivery, it's DiGiorno.
technology. Guys, that's it.
Oh, yeah, face
Iris has
recognition.
face
Oh,
recognition tech. There
also,
we
Uh-oh.
go.
speaking of technology, I also noticed there's this duality keeps being like pointed out, and these two comics. I mean, they're one comic technically, but these two comics are really good at showing that duality: technology and magic. When does technology become magic, and when does magic become technology? It's a theme duology that keeps being brought up. Jackie's world
Well,
leans more on
Iris
technology. Marvin's world leans more on magic.
Can I
and
say
Iris
something?
is responsible for both.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
go.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, Iris tweeted once, thing. Let me find it. Like,
Oh, yeah,
any
I kind of remember that.
venture in or something. Let me find it.
Yeah,
We
I
could
kind of
have some
remember what you're
split
talking about.
screen action.
Oh, maybe try looking for it in the
That's
Iris tweets,
that's what
maybe
I'm
like
doing.
There you
Iris
go.
channel. Oh, okay.
No,
Any
Iris has
sufficiently
still
advanced
been
technology is
dead.
indistinguishable from magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
Also, just gonna say this real quick. Iris, please post again. We miss you.
So
Iris
we'll
is
skip
dead.
down.
Like they haven't posted since what was their last post? It was
May.
May
Not
12th,
the mayhem.
2023.
Damn.
Wow.
This year has been like 4 years long. I can't keep track of anything
Oh yeah, no,
anymore.
for real.
But we'll skip down. Somebody mentioned death and rebirth. Now, death and rebirth doesn't necessarily mean that the hero actually dies.
It's the death of
It's
their
just
old self and the birth of their new self.
the death of their old. Yeah, exactly. So
Still, that
they
still
get
hurts.
they get because they go through the trials and failure, they get the shit kicked out of them. They absolutely just get beat to hell.
Oh yeah,
And
no, I feel
because
like
they get the shit kicked out of them, they have to realize, they
I
start
have
getting
to.
new skills, they're growing, and then
Yeah, I
they
have a
realize
dreadful feeling
at
that's
that
gonna happen to
point,
Jackie, man.
after they get the shit kicked out of them, that I gotta do this, for whatever reason, be it altruistic reasons or otherwise. I'm becoming a different person. I'm no longer the person that I was
Why
before,
does
and I
part of
can't
me
be the
want to
person.
say that this is anti, like basically beating Jackie up, but
No.
then somehow, some way spares him?
I'm feeling that with superhero stuff, you always have that situation where the hero does get the shit kicked out of him. He always manages to escape either because the villain just goes, "Oh, I've beaten you. I'm done. You no longer interest me," or he gets away somehow.
Underestimate him.
Maybe he
I feel like
underestimates
that is
him.
something Auntie would do. I feel like he would underestimate Jackie because it's like, oh, you're just a petty little human.
if he called him a little
Little
delivery boy.
delivery boy.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I just wanna point out we basically have like 2 canonically years. We have 1920 from Jameson, and Chase is still stuck in 2019. What
yeah,
year will be Jackie and
Right.
Marvin be in? Oh,
I guess
There, that's a
even
good
before
point.
that, because it is these are prologue comics, so would that be before that?
It definitely could be that they take place in like 2015, 2016.
The good old days before the world changed,
Before the dark times, before the empire.
before the dark
I,
ages.
I just wanted to point it out because it has been stuck in my head for some time. We have so many years colliding. The past, the future, and
We do.
I don't know.
That
Which
was Iris's last tweet.
tweet.
Slay.
There's
See,
no
I
time like
told
the
you
present,
guys, it
past,
all
and future.
connects back.
Hashtag
But yeah,
time is broken, my bad.
Told you.
I was thinking,
Kelly,
right?
you really need to stop doing that, man.
I
Like-
don't mean to.
I was thinking, right? One of my friends on another server brought up that Jackie possibly has electricity-based powers based on how he touched that orb, and people are asking why did he touch the orb? Bruh, have you never touched one of those orbs that when you touch it, the electricity spikes up to your finger and
Well,
you
they
can't
were
really feel it?
talking about
The plasma balls. We were talking about that.
He probably
Yeah.
thought it was one of those, and he touched it, and then it wasn't one of those, and then
And
he
then
got
that.
powers. Yeah, but like maybe
Well, he was definitely approaching it with some like semblance of, oh, I need to put my hands on this thing.
So shiny.
It could very well be he was like urged to touch it by someone, or like he
maybe
just
like
goes,
some gut instinct maybe.
yeah, gut instinct
But like
situation.
yeah, I
He's
was also
shiny and then
thinking
touch.
maybe if he has electricity based powers, maybe what his powers are what's powering that thing on his chest. Maybe he uses his powers against the robots, and Cybermass sees that, and they're like, he could actually be pretty useful.
Leo Bashi is on the ball today. I just gotta say.
Oh my gosh.
But he's somewhere. Jackie would technically be somewhere he shouldn't be. Hello, call back to Mayhem. I see you.
Damn.
And then Echo. Guys.
Hello.
I did want to bring that up at some point. We could get an Echo reveal.
Who knows?
Dun,
Who knows?
dun,
I'd see that as more. I'd see
I
that
feel
as
like
more
Echo
possible in Marvin's, honestly.
Echo.
Marvin more. I feel like Echo is more connected to Chase at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes to the point where Chase is ever introduced in the comics, it very well could be that Echo is also introduced. I don't know if Echo will be immediately introduced. With
No.
Jackie with Marvin though.
I was gonna say, just for the record, we have been going for a while. I don't know how long this rotation's been.
Oh jeez, already?
Okay, we can check stream planning. It's been going for like almost an hour.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that.
Okay.
Might be.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Okay,
almost an hour. You said yep at 2:29.
And then I think the first rotation was an hour and a half, I want to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe?
I think so too.
Like, I want to keep it
Okay.
equal, but also I can kind of feel myself running out of stamina because I haven't done this in a while.
Valid.
You can listen to us be
They're always
That's
it's
why I
up
bought
to,
the
it's up
bundle.
to Kelly. It's
That
up to
is true,
Kelly
yes.
because whether or not
What's up to
anything
me?
that you want to add? Is there
Oh.
anything you want to add, Kelly? You've been very quiet.
Oh no, I've just been letting the chaos reign.
chaotic potato.
Let's see. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember. I like the hero's journey point because like the death and rebirth of the old self and the new self. That
We apply that to Marvin too.
we could. But
Just
I feel
thought,
like
guys.
I feel like Marvin's probably already halfway through his hero's journey from the sounds of things. Because he had a
TBH,
mentor.
It all just
and
depends on the
he may have
perspective
already
we get.
He's definitely in his trial period, I think. Like his trials and failures period.
Probably.
And whereas Jackie's very
Just-
much just starting out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um
That's a good point, actually. because we could meet Marvin at the point where it's like his death and rebirth, like
Yeah.
because he's been kicked out of the magic circle. That's technically an "oh, you messed up" moment. Like
Also,
he must have messed up real bad.
Muffin Cat Fika in the
Jackie.
sorry.
What happened? Go ahead, Kelly.
I was just reading chat a while back, and we were talking about the death and rebirth thing, and Muffin Cat Fika brought up See Reborn again.
See
So,
Reborn. What is that?
do you not? Here, I'll pull it up.
Alright.
It's
I don't think any of the
this.
three of them. Well, I think Chaotic Potato was, but the other two were not here for the first half of the stream.
It was a post that that Jack posted on his
This.
Tumblr once,
Yes. Okay.
and it's C Reborn spelled out with the first letters, and it's convoke, ready, exuberant, bring our ritual, nobody.
Bro, Auntie's got a master plan, okay?
I see he has one.
I'm related to that. I mentioned earlier about I forgot what the name of the game was. Was it just Observation? Where like at the end of that series, he flashed like before the whole Let's Play reset, which is still crazy. Like remember the last episode when the
Oh
whole
yeah,
Let's
I
Play
think it was
reset?
Observation that you're talking about. Yeah, same devs of Stories
like,
Untold.
Yeah, and like before, like at the very end or before that reset happened, I forgot when a message flashed and it said bring him.
Mhm.
Which does relate to
Yes.
that. It feels like it relates to that.
He is playing 4D chess. He literally has a master plan of like how a universe is supposed to work in his mind. And if
Auntie's playing
someone
4D chess, and he
if
comes along and just
someone
overturns
breaks
the
that
board.
vision in any way, shape, or form, that's called loss of control right there, and he's not gonna be happy. I mean, we seen what happened at the end of Iris. He threw a temper tantrum.
Not
Like
his
he was
temper
like
tantrum involving a genocide.
he was like, this is not going my way. All right, everyone's dying. Like
Let's be honest though, did we really care that the Iris scientist died?
I'm
No.
crossing my I'm even crossing my fingers because Jack it was part of the trailer too, and Jack did say they still had the footage of Auntie going ham. I want that footage, please.
I mean, in
give me
the
the footage.
trailer, we literally see Auntie's hand. You can't tell me it's not Auntie at this point, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh,
He just
But
grabs
like
it and
see him snatch the soul of a Irish scientist, and that poor guy bends in half.
we have
And
to
tries
wonder.
to crawl on the floor away from him, and Auntie's like, no.
We have to wonder because that's the door we thought Chase was in, but that turned out not to be the case. What door? What room was that?
It
What
looks like
purpose did that room serve?
like the break room or something.
Mhm.
Of them
He was going for
murdered.
another janitor.
Like I literally think he was just walking through the entire facility murdering people.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, because, like, it's weird, right? They notice something starts to go wrong. You can tell that with the scientists. Like, they start to notice something goes wrong, but Auntie starts killing them at that point, too. It's really interesting.
Nice callback to Overnight Watch, by the way.
Yeah.
Jack
I
also-
want
Still-
I want to see a no holds barred. I want to see completely unhinged Auntie killing people. Only
would also
for
put
only for the reason.
I would also put
Only
YouTube
for the
terms of service.
reason that defeating him, like one of our heroes defeating him after seeing that, would be incredibly satisfying.
That is possible in a comic, not on YouTube, though, I don't think, because terms of service would murder him on the spot.
Very true.
I mean, hey, it could always happen in a movie when we eventually get to that point. Fingers crossed.
Someday, fingies crossed.
Guys, this is why we need the comics to do well, okay? Because this could lead to movie adaptations. So I'm pushing this hard. Like, guys, we cannot let this flop. If we do, they're gonna be disappointed in us, okay?
Jokes on the chat. We're gonna plug in the comic. Go pre-order it right now if you have.
I already have the link pinned.
Nice. Go click that link if you have money.
I'm waiting for the.
If you don't, wait for digital.
I'm waiting for the observation FNAF style video game that comes out of this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
God.
That's just overnight watch all over again.
Exactly.
I just realized since we're
Watch
talking
us
about
get a
video
third
games,
one.
since we're talking about video games and JJ is like silent, there is the trope of the silent protagonist. Just
Very
saying.
true. Very
True.
Saying.
Overnight watch, except for Jamie is the person doing the watching.
Not him playing FNAF.
It's just JJ playing FNAF.
Could you imagine? He'd be like, "Oh, good heavens!"
Aww.
Or like you see he makes his own subtitles in the video.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see. It's a FNAF style game. Where it's got the mechanic of them like flashing the flashlight
Hmm.
in the
Like FNAF 2.
face, and Jamie's just over there like
flashing it in his face.
just like rapid
I
fire clicking the flashlight.
gotta bring this up because it's been mentioned in the theory server once, and I thought it's really good to bring up since we are talking about the comics. But Auntie hasn't done a good old fourth wall break in a hot minute, y'all. Just saying.
I mean,
like,
to be fair,
he could,
the
he
pulling us
could
out of the camera counts as a fourth wall
hasn't-
break.
Oh yeah, no,
I
that
mean,
does.
yeah, but like he hasn't like talked directly to us in a hot minute. So like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm like, are you gonna do it in the comic? Are you gonna like be like, I know you're reading this.
Plot
Like
twist. We're gonna have Deadpool. We're gonna have Deadpool-esque moments, except for all the fourth wall breaks are coming from Auntie.
Oh my gosh. It's that whole theory about Kara being the narrator in Undertale all over.
Said it in the set. He wants us to keep watching. He wants. Yeah. That. God, where am I talking?
You're good. You're good. Take your time.
He's gonna go nuts without
And
the
he
attention.
gets his power from our attention. So the more attention we pay, the more powerful he gets. So I think there might be a fourth wall break.
You know, with that logic, maybe buying the bundle was not a good idea. Damn it, I played into his wishes.
Me too.
I played myself.
Nah.
Damn.
I kind of hope we get some like the cut scenes from Anomaly Found, because I do want to see Jack as Auntie just absolutely beating the shit out of everyone. just slow walking and people are dying.
Oh, that predator walk. Like, ooh.
Yeah. Flashy light, slow walk, people are dying. Specifically Aaron's scientist character.
Rip Aaron.
Rip Aaron. I was
Leo
like,
Bashi once again.
very good point. Yes, he was originally a fan creation. But I listen. I just was like watching Anomaly Found, and I was like seeing all the people die, and I was like, oh no. Anyway, the only person I cared about in that room was Chase Brody. Yeah, the lunchroom Iris scenes. I want to see them because they were very cool.
Oh no, Aaron Hansen. Anyway, Chase. I'm gonna say you.
Oh no.
Oh no. Anyway.
I do not trust Iris. I do not trust the magic circle. I'm going to give all of the egos a hug, and then I'm going to punch Auntie in the nuts. That's my
I
to-do
join you
list.
on that.
That's my to-do list. They just wanted to eat their food. Yeah, well, if they wanted to eat their food, they should have given Chase food to eat.
Period. And a bathroom.
And a bathroom.
And a
And a
lovely
shower.
Like, why'd y'all just give him a tennis ball, dog?
Oh no, guard number 1 and guard number 2. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, guard with a gun won.
the only time in like cinema history where like I'm literally going, fuck yeah, murder their bitches.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I like how we'd be so hyped for that part, but then it goes back to the part where they're chasing, where they're dragging Chase to the door, and we'll be like, no! That broke my heart when I saw it. I was like, no.
I was kind of expecting, honestly, I was straight up expecting they're gonna start dragging him down the hallway, and Chase was gonna be the one that started killing people because
Because of that
Betsy
one
had
teaser
possessed him.
picture of him sitting at the end of the
Yeah.
hallway and the blood footprints.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, I for real thought he was sleepwalking, killing people, bro.
I thought he was literally, they were gonna start trying to drag him down this. He was gonna snap and just like
Quick
absolutely start
question,
murdering
y'all.
people.
What's the question?
Quick question. Do you think we're gonna get like audios for this comic, like audio narration, maybe?
I
Not
don't
from Sean
think
himself.
comics tend to get it. I don't think comic books tend to get that treatment. Sadly, it's
No.
usually novels that get audiobooks.
We can do
I
it
mean,
ourselves.
Yeah, we can do it ourselves.
Yeah, I was gonna mention, but that leaves potential for community fandoms.
I definitely expect the community to come out and do the voice acting of some of the comics. Because the community is very talented that way.
Yes.
I don't expect it to come from Jack himself.
Yeah, no, I don't
Oh
think
no,
so.
British Marvin.
Like
British Marvin.
You're like, God damn it, we gotta get someone from London.
I mean, that wouldn't be too hard.
I mean, that is true. There is a lot of European fans.
There's one in this call right now, for one.
There's one in this call right now, yeah.
Yeah,
Echo Hunter.
I look at I look at the
German
server
boy
list.
here.
I look at the server list, and a good chunk of you are European.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only Canadian. Woo.
Nice.
That's a question too, Leo Bashi. Has Chase done jail time? I think it was confirmed that the quote unquote drive-by shooting was retconned, is like not actually happening.
Yeah,
It was just a joke. Yeah.
It was just a theory for the longest time, and then he deconfirmed it. I never really believed in that theory, honestly.
No,
but
I didn't either.
yeah,
It's
it was nice that he
possible.
clarified it.
It's possible the death of his family and/or the Iris employees could very well be blamed on him.
Which, if
But who
it does, man, leave my man Chase alone. He's been through enough.
He
Like,
really
oh my
has.
God.
Like you just have this boy failure, and it's like people now think he's committed war crimes. Unlike me, he has not done so.
Watch all of us show up to the testimony now and be like, actually, we were witnesses.
Actually, we were pulled right out of the camera.
20 million something people show up
to the courthouse
to Chase's court hearing.
Could you imagine being the judge of that?
They'd be like, "Oh Lord."
We say I object, and it just sounds like an explosion.
Oh my gosh! It just breaks the sound barrier.
The judge will be done with us.
It's like Jackie having a sonic screech. No, it's us.
It's just us. It's the community.
You
Chase is
wanna
like, I have
throw
no
the
idea what's
Eagles into
happening.
the jail? Throw us first.
We just show up in a van and we're like, no time to explain, get in the car.
Oh my goodness.
That's a big car to fit 20 million people in it.
Yeah, it's a very big bus.
We need a pocket dimension car.
The car of holding.
It's
the car of holding.
The bus of holding.
I was talking about this with Val last
My roommate.
night, Kel.
Yeah.
Yeah, about Henrik's pockets being like a dimension of their own. Where it's like, what does Henrik use the pockets for? And he's like, he's got 37 pens. Jackie's mask. Hold on, let me pull up the list that she wrote.
He has like 50 notepads.
Yeah, he's like 50 notepads. Hold on, where is it?
His
Here it is.
stethoscope's gotta be in there. Come on.
Pen, needle, knife, pen, clipboard, rubber duck, Jackie's mask, another knife, pen, a second pair of glasses, pen, a paper airplane, a stick, a rock, pen.
Oh my gosh.
And then finally he pulls out, this is the one I was looking for, and it's a red pen.
It's a red pen, yeah.
I just had a thought, guys.
The rare red pen. Yes.
I just had a thought. Could we get Jacksepticeye Sam in the comics?
That would be amazing.
Ooh.
He's so amazing.
Because, like, come on, that's like perfect. Like you could literally introduce him as like a little like iris specimen, and then
Or a
Jackie's like,
familiar.
and
Or he could be
Jackie's
a
like, oh,
familiar.
he's my sidekick now. Like,
Bruh.
come
Aw.
on,
Marvin's
that'd be
just
so cute.
Marvin's just asked what familiar he wants, and he just says eyeball. An
They're like,
eyeball.
why? And Marvin's like, why not?
He's like, have you seen an eyeball? They can't eat. I don't have to buy it food.
And Sam's like, are you
Pay
sure about
him
that?
money.
It's like one of those situations where you food at Sam, but like every time it shows that he's eating, it actually cuts away to another
Oh my
another scene.
goodness. Oh my goodness. No, like you see him with food. You just see him like with like a donut or something next to him, and then it pans over to like it jump cuts to another part of the room, and then it jump cuts back to them, and then the donut's gone.
Yeah, exactly. No one explains. Nobody explains how he eats. He just do. It's like the scene from Atlantis. It's where like, trust me, you don't want to know. You shouldn't tell me, but you did. Now I'm telling you, you don't want to know.
I love that scene.
It's an all-seeing eye, exactly. Thank you,
There
Moonscripts.
you
Or it's
go.
like a Terraria Eye of Cthulhu that just transforms into a
Oh
mouth.
no! Oh no!
And everyone's like, that's horrifying. And Sam's like, what you talking about? I'm adorable. I am a precious being. I don't know what you're talking about.
Every time Sam eats, there's a horrible squishing, squelching noise on the camera.
Oh my gosh! I mean, what if
Ah.
hear me out? What if hear me out? Since Marvin is an eldritch magician, maybe, possibly, he could make Sam. Maybe.
Oh, it's possible. Sam could be an eldritch creature.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He
he
is
just
very,
looks. He
very
just looks
Cthulhu.
cute. He just looks cute.
Marvin's like, I summon the power of Cthulhu, and Sam shows up.
He's just like, hey guys.
Marvin's like, not quite what I had in mind, but okay.
Yeah, like he just summons a creature on the spot to like help attack, and it's just Sam.
Sam has never been mentioned in any of the ego stuff. A lot of people like to pair Sam up with either Jackie or Marvin.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
no.
Mostly Jackie.
I forgot who.
To
I
be
think it
canon
was.
so bad.
I forgot who. I think it was Fish who.
Oh, yep.
Like
Yeah, it has
Fish
Like
who
the
has
robot,
him as like the
the
robot.
robot Sam.
Yeah. Fish has the
Yeah,
robot
Robot
Sam
Sam.
sidekick for Jackie.
Very cool.
The eye was obtained entirely through morally good means and nothing else. Yep, exactly. Don't question it. Don't
Exactly.
worry about it.
Don't question the ethics. It just happened.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
I live in
Yeah.
Spain without the A.
Sam does deserve to be canon.
And
That's
that's
Sam.
me constantly spinning.
Sam,
That's me constantly.
Sam lives in spin. Sam lives in spin. I just love all the comics of Sam, or the art of Sam just being this absolutely adorable little creepy creature. Or maybe it'll just be one of those situations where it's like in the comic there's just a jar with an eyeball in it, and that's like the only thing we get
I
of
love
Sam.
how some people use like the back like of the eyeball as like his tail. Like
Yeah,
I
Mhm.
just
his
think
little
that's
The
so
optic nerve.
cute.
little optic nerve. I don't know. I feel like if Sam shows up in the comic, these would be the two characters that he would definitely be showing up with.
We
so.
would lose our minds if Sam showed up.
We stan a Sam.
We stand a Sam.
Yeah.
Guys, what about Gerald?
Yeah.
Which one?
Don't worry. Soph said Gerald is in their care, so he didn't get hurt in the infiltration of Iris. He's fine.
No promises about Chad though.
Chad. Who cares about Chad? He's a bad influence.
Can we talk about
Chad
how
is a bad influence.
Can we talk about how Chad somehow timeline hops? Like how?
Oh,
He's been in
unbelievable.
JJ's video. He's been in Chase's video.
You're seriously asking how when we have this series about an eldritch glitch demon. You're
Yes, I
asking
am.
how?
Is Marvin throwing him everywhere? What is happening?
Marvin is just eating him from universe to universe. Here you stay here, and
It
there,
keeps
and there.
boomeranging back,
Get
and he's like,
information
"Fucker!"
for me.
The fact that that's the most plausible theory.
Boomerang chat.
Richard and Peter. Peter.
Peter?
I don't think the Richard and Peter are gonna have anything in the comic series. I think that was just Jack being silly.
Mm-hmm.
Moon screams by saying Chad is the real threat. True.
Maybe it's like an Annabelle situation. Maybe
His
Auntie's
main
obsessed with
weapon, Axe body spray.
Chad.
I mean, every word he says is literally just swear, so maybe.
I just made that up. I don't know.
Called him out for his bad mouth, so
Maybe Chad is like a Chucky situation.
the way JJ just looks so startled when he
No
started
swearing
swearing.
on my watch. It's
Look,
child friendly.
JJ is a gentleman, okay?
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't need swear words to absolutely rip you a new one, okay? I feel like Jameson, if he could, like, you know, when he communicates, he can just absolutely shred someone with.
All he needs is one finger, and that's the one.
All right.
We getting tired now, guys?
A little.
Yeah, and
We've been doing this for like almost 4 hours or 3 hours now, so
Ish.
checking. Okay, so yeah, it's been about 2 hours. Almost, it's been about 1 hour. It's been about 1 hour. What am I saying? It's been about almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's getting close to the 3-hour mark on the stream.
Yeah, and it sounds like things are dwindling down too. We just got our excitement out for the comics, and that should be when do they come out again? I forgot.
November 22nd, a month from today.
Literally.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was so accidental, actually. Wow.
Was it?
November 22nd.
What was it, Kelly? What was it accidental?
Was it?
Was it?
Oh.
You guys want to know something? You guys want to know something funny?
What's the
Which
funny?
means,
So,
theoretically
November,
speaking,
so
number 10, theory stream number 10, guys, the big double digits.
Let's do it.
Should be in November.
It should
maybe.
be.
That's the day before
maybe.
Thanksgiving. I don't think we're gonna be doing that the day before Thanksgiving.
I think we're gonna wait till maybe December 1st or something. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
When everybody's back home. When everyone's back home with their families.
If you want to know something funny, so I'm getting married on the 28th, which is like 3 days before Halloween.
Mhm.
Which is 3 days before Auntie shenanigans.
Yes.
My fiance proposed to me last year on November 23rd.
Oh.
So the 22nd, which back then, last year that was the day before Thanksgiving. The day before Thanksgiving this year is November 22nd.
So something good will happen then, is what you're saying.
Something good will happen is what I'm saying. And also my wedding is now inexplicably tied to Auntie for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, like, wait. Who here said Marvin was their favorite?
Me?
Kelly.
Congratulations, it'll be a good day for Kelly.
Hell yeah.
Kelly.
I can fix him. I can fix him.
Kelly,
no. Kelly, no.
Kelly, yes.
Kelly, we have our limits, please.
Well, thank you, Moon Scribs. Thank you.
Down time, fellas.
Yeah.
Scribs is like, I support you in your endeavors to fix.
No, she's gonna be thrown to the mirror dimension. Stop.
Thrown to the what dimension?
The mirror dimension.
The mirror dimension. Not the shadow realm, the mirror dimension.
Two different things, I assure you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Yeah, I love you guys too.
Love you.
Any...
It was fun getting to do this again, and I'm so glad I did not have technology issues as I do every single time I'm on here.
Ich hab euch alle lieb.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun
Yeah.
having you guys.
Thank you for having me on like twice in a row. Like
It's been
that's
6
just
months.
great.
I think we erased progress in that regard.
We erased
Everybody's
progress.
punch cards have been confiscated.
Yep.
We gotta start over now.
You gotta start over to get that to get some for free. What it is, we'll never know.
We get the good Jackie and Marvin content. That's what we get.
We
Oh,
Mhm.
do.
Okay.
With the amount of profile pictures that will revolutionize the community when those comics come out.
I mean, you already have. Look at you.
We don't talk about that.
I'm gonna actually deafen for a sec so I can talk to chat. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this our goodbye time now?
I think so, yeah.
I
yeah.
hate it. Bye bye.
Say bye to chat.
Bye.
Bye.
It was lovely talking to you
Bye,
all.
chat. See you in
Bye,
6 more
chat.
months.
Later, chat. Kelly, do you also want me to?
It's okay, I can just deafen.
That's fine. Okay. Later.
I cut her off accidentally, and I'm sorry. But, yeah, we have, let me think. Yeah, Rakaunos, Leo Bashi, Moon Scribs. We have some great minds in the community. We got some, like I said earlier, some bigger names. Um, if you want to check it out, just find me on Discord. We do have the whole vibe check thing, so just be aware of that. Though I'm sure you guys would pass. um, it's not exactly open invite, but it's not like this huge exclusive server or anything. Um, so it's somewhere in the middle. But yeah, you guys are chill. I'm sure you guys would pass the vibe check. Just, you know, just follow the rules and, you know, just be yourself. As long as it's not hurting anyone else. Oh, the vibe check thing? Oh, just like what's your opinions on the egos? Who's your favorite? What's your opinion on the community in general? Like just a vibe check for you if you wanted to join the server, that's the thing. It's pretty chill, honestly. It's just like a hey, how are you? What's your thing? My Discord username is just Rogue of Broken Time, all one word smushed together, no hyphens or anything. Um, if you want, you can join my other stream server, um, which is the one that's linked in my Twitch bio. Um, and then through there you can like send me a friend request and we can vibe with each other. That's okay, Leo Bashi, you're good. It's not fair enough, Rockout knows. You're good, Leo Bashi, you're good. A lot of people like one of my um main drives as someone part of this community is to be the one um is to be someone who like holds the door open if someone feels like coming in or coming back in for that matter. Um and so it's like it's not a timed invite. It's not like a hey, you have to do this now or else, you know. Just like a just a general if you feel like coming back, I'll be the one making sure the back door's unlocked, you know? Um so it's just a matter of like it's a I'm losing my words now, but it's God, I can't talk. But if you want, you can join my little stream server that should notify you when I go live. Which is whenever I go live, even with like games and such. It's not too big, not too special. But the theory server is a kind of a branch off of that came about because that came about because of the way that I wanted to start doing this, because I had already started streaming before the fact. Oh, that's fine. Um just um just say something now and again, tell us you're alive. It's not that big of a server. It's like maybe like with the new arrivals it might be like 80 people. And not even all of those are active unless there's something like crazy happening in the community, you know? So, it's really not that huge of a thing. You can always like mute channels you don't want to interact with, or you know how it is. Um, yeah, we got some great mods, we got some great server members here. Um, like I said, not everyone is even active. Like my roommate's in it. She's not very active there, but um it's um it's just more a matter of like, if you want to be on a theory stream someday, come hang out. We'll check your vibes. We'll get you signed up. Well, not signed up, but like we'll get you assigned a role and all that jazz. Um but yeah, that'd be step 1 of getting onto a theory stream besides from being in chat. Um yeah. And special shout out to Dawn, one of my awesome friends that I made in this community. Um like to like she said, I will be going to her wedding. Yep, there she is. uh um just basically just take care of yourselves, and Moonscribs, I look forward to getting to know you too. The vibe is nice today. And I promise I can speak better in text than I can out loud. um Barely beyond voice call. Maybe one day, we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't it's still like it's still fun to be part of it's still fun to be part of like community hype and getting little hints and piecing things together with some of the more notable names in the community, you know? Yeah, we got a lot of good beans. That's fine, Leo Bashi. Well, I'll keep people updated on Twitter and Tumblr um if you want like notification reminders to join. Godspeed on your homework, soldiers. With that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Cause my voice is getting tired, and like I said, I'm also just getting tired in general. But we're capping out at 3 hours. Not bad for a theory stream. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. See ya.